What is going on, guys? I didn't originally plan to stream today, but I decided last minute I wanted to continue playing this game. And suddenly my face is dark because of the window behind me. But anyways, I wanted to keep going. I think this is fun. So let's see what else this game has to offer. That's a lot to click. New school, new teachers, and most importantly, new classmates who I always have trouble connecting with. Like most other kids with glasses, probably. Oh, I needed to hydrate. Force myself to get out of my warm bed. Dad would usually drive me to my old school, but this morning the bedroom of my parents was silent. Did they sleep in? Why? Why? Did they sleep in? Maybe it was a good thing. I didn't want to get the daddy's boy reputation day one.
What are you talking about?
I'm playing Tiny Bunny again.
Again?
Yeah. I decided I wanted to keep going. I'm streaming it right now.
No, you're not. You didn't, no, there's nothing in the announcements.
It hasn't come up yet. It sometimes takes 30 seconds, sometimes takes 2 minutes. Depends on the day. I'm live.
So,
I am live.
Yeah. I guess I'll shut up then.
My parents are probably still tucked in, dreaming about the good old days when everything was so simple and easy. Sweet dreams, even if far removed from reality. I finally sneaked out of... I suddenly
counter.
I'm not adding one of those because it's gonna take forever to edit it each time. I suddenly sneaked out to the first floor so I wouldn't wake up anybody, especially the peacefully sleeping Oya. I did my best to step on the middle of every floorboard. I used to play like this even in our old apartment. My soles touched the space between floorboards. It counted as stepping into lava. That's an interesting game. The clock was spurring me on with its hands. I need to hurry, faster, faster. I was too fast, so I needed to circle the hallway once again. Boiling lava was bursting out from the cracks between the floorboards. I needed to watch my step to survive at any cost. Hippity hop, like a frog jumping on molehills. I don't know where that comparison came from. Alright. Like a fearful bunny in a grove full of wolves. Now that's a better iteration. I made a sandwich in the kitchen, shoving it down my throat and drank it down with cold tea. My appetite was as good as of someone being led up the scaffold towards a guillotine. Oh, this kid's got some dark thoughts. I lowered my gaze and saw that one of
So, is this kid actually French then?
He's Russian. We've determined this is Russian. I lowered my gaze and saw one of my feet was standing on 2 floorboards at the same time. Burnt to a crisp, huh? I moved my foot. That's what I say when that happens. Damn, foot's gone. Disguising little snakes.
Foot machine broke.
Foot machine broke. The fear of getting hit and being called nasty names. The clock clicked. I need to go. It was dark outside, fitting for an early winter morning. This darkness never fully left the house around here. I took my time tying my shoes, buttoning up the puffy down jacket. That's a mistranslation, I think. Trying to delay my unpleasant exit into the semi-dark, into the unnerving unknown. I rubbed my glasses for good luck, though I couldn't remember a single time these thick pieces of glass brought me any good fortune. Oh,
This kid is very descriptive for a toddler.
He's in 6th grade, but for 6th grade, he's very descriptive.
Exactly. So,
The sky was akin to a giant bruise. Damn, this kid is more descriptive than I am when writing. What the fuck? On the east side of it, a black cloud was swelling up. It licked up stars from the sky and extinguished the rising sun. Darkness was plastered all over the treetops.
No shit, he has no friends.
The cautious cries of birds got tangled up in the thicket. I locked the front door with a long key. Why your key long? Why not normal key? That I wore
Uh,
around my neck.
to prevent lockpicking.
Shh, you can pick a long lock. It's possible. My parents made me wear this noose. Excuse me? Afraid that I, being a total klutz that I am, could lose the key otherwise. The wind whizzed on the other side of the gate, invited me into my new life towards dubious adventures. I like the word dubious, it's a fun word. And tag along like an old old
Oh,
buddy. That's a
but
typo. It's supposed to be an old buddy. Pushing me in the back. White shadows that pines threw out covered a third of the clearing. Up reaching the edge of the forest, I hid my nose in my coat's collar. I was squeezing through the thin fire break, my hair rustled up and my back hunched over. Tall trees stood on both sides of the tiny trail. The snowy blanket rustled underneath my feet, and the canopy of intertwined branches above my head cut me off from the already sparse starlight. There goes the Discord notification. Wow, 7 minutes in. Alright, I guess my program's being slow today. The knight had no plan of moving away from the forest. In this darkness, trees reminded
so
me...
we can give him a break.
Yeah, it's a Sunday. We're all slow today. It's all good. This is a day of rest. Trees reminded me of a shaggy old woman that smelled of aerial earth. Your grandmother? Is that who you're talking about? Their trunks turned into cracked, wrinkled faces with holes in the middle as their mouths. I lost focus even for a moment. Mold-covered witches would drag me into the forest depths. Then my parents would be walking around these parts, screaming my name. But the dead can't answer the living. Oh, there's your grandma again. Or can they? A sense of panic was growing in my chest. I was fine with Dad carrying me into school in his hands by now. If it saved me from watching the darkness rising up in the ravenous, like in the ravenous. Yeah, ravenous. All right, ravenous like black dough. I don't think that's a proper sentence. It felt like someone jumped into a bush behind me as I turned around. As soon as I started walking faster, I heard snow squeak behind me. The horse took a deep breath with its giant lungs. Windfall cracked. The wind and the birds were left behind in the field. Now I could only hear the forest creak. I walked, listening closely, and the unseen presence grew stronger. As if someone was following me, trying to match the pace of my footsteps. I turned my head so fast, it made my neck crunch. I can do that sometimes, not right now. The tiny trail behind me disappeared into the darkness. Tree branches overlapped, forming a natural tunnel. Who's there? The question escaped my lips and dissolved into the unending creaking sound of the wooden idols, the pines around me. Why did I think going through the forest alone was a good idea? I'm either going mad, or someone had intentionally lured me away from home. Distant lights granted me a smidgen of hope. I've never spelled that word before. I've only said it, so I didn't know that actually how to spell it. A country road. It's West Virginia. I ran there as fast as I could, as if afraid the trail will shrink. Clawed hands will grip me by the shoulder, turn me around and make me look at the faces of hungry forest denizens. In the end, nobody stopped me. I almost flew to the decrepit wooden bridge, disbelieving my luck. The bridge supports bathed in a springy, terry, and ice cold. Either I'm not processing this, or this is not a coherent sentence. Okay. I put my hands on my knees and looked up at the forest. Then snorted, trying to calm my breathing. I think it was pretending to be asleep. It looked peaceful, lifeless. The remaining part of my commute lied through a snow-laden road, illuminated by sparse lamplights. I chased away bad thoughts and ran as fast as I could, from one circle of light to another, seeking protection from electric lamps. Oh, alright, what does it mean by game? What is our glossary word for today? Oh, we're talking about tag. I know that game. Just like that game where you need to be the first to proclaim, I'm protected. I didn't know you could be protected in tag. We'd never played that way. It's just in this case that protection was flimsy at best, the darkness writhing outside of its bounds. Then I noticed something remarkably eerie. In place where the light from the incline lamp couldn't reach, a hairy, crooked shadow came alive with guttural roar.
Hey, Tyler.
Hey,
This story is just long because the child won't shut up.
that's it. It almost felt like the figure like its features deterred light. It's unnatural. I hate the fucking noise it's making. Unnaturally posed, instilled fear. My eyes almost popped out of their sockets as I just stood there, blinking, trying to chase away that illusion. But the shadow didn't disappear and even got closer. My insides were gripped by horror. I stepped back and almost fell into a pile of snow. The black silhouette, on the other hand, straightened up and addressed me in a sweet voice. Sneaking around, huh? Trying to steal my soul. Words got stuck in my throat. Who could be talking in such a silky voice here between the forest and the dormant village? Will you say something, dummy? Yeah, got your tongue. Alright. I'll bite off your nose then. Oh shit! That'll teach you not to poke it in places that belong. A girl stood before me, judging from the voice and the silhouette. I couldn't even reprimand myself for getting as scared by a girl before noticing a gaping mouth under her hood of something dangerously shiny inside. I was stunned. From the cavity of her hood, a frighteningly real fox face was staring straight at me. It's just the jaws weren't moving and the eyes weren't blinking. A mask. It's just a girl with a mask on. At least I wanted to think that. After a surprise like that, a nervous smile involuntarily crept on my face. Onto my face. I was just going to school, and then you. What about me? Never seen a fox feed a dog? I'm not fucking. Shut the fuck up, cultist. And indeed, there was a small dog circling the girl's legs. One of the strays that were chasing me yesterday, probably. Sorry, I didn't mean to. After hearing my voice, the dog whimpered, lowering its ears, sniffed me out, then started wagging its tail. I guess I still smell the bologna that I ate for breakfast. I turned my gaze back and forth, from the dog to the girl. She didn't seem scared anymore, just weird. So you didn't mean to, huh? What's your name?
Меня Антон.
Anton. I'm Anton. Alright, I've been Anton, I've been Sasha, I've been... What was the other one from yesterday? I can't remember. What's my name?
А тебя?
And you?
А меня нет.
And I'm not. You're so clever. Hee hee hee. Just weird, definitely a couple of loose screws. But she has a nice voice. My astonishment has turned into a mix of happiness and relief. This girl I didn't know was definitely human, if a bit eccentric. I was a little bit angry at myself. Oh god. Of course, the word you get. Foxy girl was walking through the darkness without problem, and I shuddered from every little sound. I could just walk away, but this girl was had piqued my interest. I don't even know what that means. So this is why you picked. No, I didn't know what this game had. Tail, sir. I saw Markiplier play a little bit of it and decided I wanted to try it because it looked fun. Okay. The next time a police officer asks me about my friend in this new place, I'll tell them that I befriended a talking
Ты
fox.
здесь живешь?
You live around
В
here,
поселке?
in the village. The fox giggled and purred. That's kind of strange for a person to do. She spun around so hard that the helm of her coat lifted up.
Нет, глупый.
No, dummy.
Лисы не живут
Foxes
в
don't live
поселках.
in villages.
Хочешь сказать, ты
So
живешь
you
в
live
лесу?
in the forest then?
Из какой норы ты вылез?
Have you been living under a rock? Stop being. Shut up. I'm not! You're so fucking stupid. It's
Конечно.
obviously that a fox can't
Лисам
survive
среди
anywhere
людей
near
не
humans,
пока они
as long
лис.
as they're foxes. Her jokes were also weird. Just like her carnival mask. Paper mache. That's what that is. Paper mache. Didn't know that's how you spelled that. With fur glued onto it. The dog reminded us of its existence with a loud bark. I unzipped my backpack. Dad would sometimes throw food in there without my knowledge. Cookies, apples, even my favorite crab sticks. Never had a crab stick. He called it a gift from the bunny. The bunny, huh? That's probably why the game's called Tiny Bunny. Sugar the Bunny. The uneaten parts of a business lunch or the treat specifically brought for children. Parents would tell their children that the bunny asked them to deliver said treats. But it could also be any other animal, a squirrel, a bear, for example. Never heard that phrase before. Probably a Russian thing. The stray strolled towards me with menacing footsteps, with a pleading look in its eyes. This is such a cute dog. Look at it. It's adorable. The fox did definitely treat it to something, but it was probably still hungry.
Зачем ты так вырядилась с утра
Why are you
пораньше?
dressed like this so early in the morning?
На утренник идешь?
Going to a costume party? The girl shrugged, throwing silvery snowflakes off her nose. And her human form, along with it, turning into a genuine beast? Wait a minute. Wait a fucking minute. That's not fair. I want to pet the dog. You're right. A real fox. Agile, cunning, dangerous. A moment of hesitation, you'll be ripped to shreds. She'll tear you up and gulp you down without breaking a sweat. I couldn't help but just stand there as a stump. Until I heard her calm, melodic laughter hidden underneath the bestial mask.
Видел бы ты свою
I wish you could have
маску,
seen your own mask,
сладенький.
sweetie. Did she say sweetie? I got embarrassed, went red up to my hair roots. I'm trying to remember, did my character say what color hair he had? Was he well, I think he's a redhead. Pretty sure he said he was a redhead. We'd seen a fox in the zoo once when we went there with Dad, but it had patchy fur, was gray and skinny. The girl was a fiery color in the fur, just like in the fairy tale. I think that was a mistranslation. I was still rummaging through my backpack. My fingers that were searching for the dog's treat stumbled upon a soft, crumbled object.
Ничего,
You'll see.
скоро
The real
проснутся
beast will wake up
настоящие
soon.
звери. Спроси-ка лучше у них,
Shut-
где они взяли свои
God damn it.
человеческие лица.
Oh my god, cultist. You're gonna kill me. You should ask them where they got their human faces. Excuse me? The girl's shadow was dancing in the lamplight. The dog yelped in agreement. Excuse me? I freaked out and dropped my finding in the snow without getting a proper chance to examine it. Cold wind instantly covered the hole it created in the snow. The dog rushed to dig it up, wanting to get its treat. And the fox just snorted. Now I was so embarrassed I wanted to sink through the snow. It was still dark outside of the electric circle. On the contrary, the darkness seemed even more thick. Even more thick. You could have said thicker. but also mistranslations. All neighboring houses were sleeping deeply in its inkiness. I did my best to continue the conversation with the weird girl I didn't know.
Так ты в школу
So, are
идешь?
you going to school?
Ох, ну
Oh
какой
my,
же
you are a real
дурачок.
dummy.
Так ничего и не
Don't you get it? Well, I was trying to be friendly, but she couldn't stop mocking me. Calling me a dummy and all. I should have just moved along without paying any attention to this weirdo and her stupid dog.
А ты чего обзываешься?
Why are you so mean?
Не хочешь отвечать, и
Don't
пожалуйста.
answer if you don't want to.
Никто не требует.
It's not like I care. Okay. Still, something froze me in place, tugging me towards the dark figure. Mysterious appearance, her voice that was velvety and just languid enough. I heard that word either. I was intrigued and excited. I watched her as people watched fires burn. All right.
Ой, да не
Oh,
дуйся.
stop pouting.
Гляди-ка
Look
лучше.
here.
Ты нравишься Жульке.
Jolka. I think that's how you pronounce that. Jolka. Took a liking to you. The dog was digging through the snow with sharp movements, snorting loudly. The fox turned around and looked at the window of a nearby house, at its timbered front through the white mist. The tip of her fake nose was shining under the lamplight.
И не только
And maybe
ей.
something else, too. I went right again, like a boiled crawfish. This time. She was talking about herself or someone else. I hope that the semi-dark would be able to hide my embarrassment from the girl. This character reminds me of a character I've seen before, elsewhere. I cleared my throat before asking.
А кому еще я нравлюсь?
And who's that person? I waited, counting my heartbeats. Fox didn't reply. Her sly stare was scanning the frosty pattern of someone's window. She was reading them like a glass book. I wonder what she can see in those winter paintings, adding letters. The stray stopped rummaging through the snow. It ran to me, holding an object in her jaws. A mitten. Could it be the one I found in the forest? What was it doing here? I realized it was just my mitten. Oh, god damn it. Maybe Mom stuffed it in there when I was asleep. A certain missing boy immediately came to mind.
Эй, ты знаешь
Hey,
что-нибудь
do you
про
know anything
Вову?
about Vova? I imagine the scene, silhouettes dancing in the clearing. I don't like the way they flash the images. Like, it's kind of creepy. It actually does add to the creepy dance. The dancing of the night on the night when Volva had disappeared. A boy who, when found, can provide a big reward and maybe save my family. I remember my birthday when our parents promised to take me and Oya to Disneyland in Paris. But instead of the long-anticipated gift, they gave us a simple brick game console. Visibly embarrassed. I was crying my eyes out then, demanding to take me to the promised amusement park. That was the first time when Mom and Dad had a big fight. My greediness shattered their relationship. God. I feel bad for any kid who has to go through fucking divorce and other things like that. I can't even imagine what that's like. If only I could fix everything. Gather everybody I love and take them to Disneyland.
В ночь, когда
Only.
пропал Вова,
On
я,
the night
кажется,
Vova had
видел, как
disappeared,
кто-то похожий на тебя
I
плясал под
think
моим
I saw
окном.
someone looking like you dancing under my window. It couldn't be true, but I felt like her mask became even more sly. I don't like the stagnant. The fox was sniffing me
А
out.
что?
Oh,
Ты
that
тогда
got you worried?
испугался? За себя или
For myself
кого-то еще?
or for someone else? Oh yeah, as soon as I thought of my sister, my chest tightened and the cold sweat streamed down my spine.
Ну так слушай меня внимательно.
Well then, listen closely.
Мальчик по
A
имени
boy named
Антон.
Anton.
Это
This
большой
is a big
и
and
страшный
scary
лес.
forest. The fox girl stepped forward menacingly.
И я
And I'm not
единственный
its only
его
tenant.
обитатель. Другие
The other
звери
beasts
уже
already
знают
know
о
about
тебе.
you. What? What do you mean they know about me?
Берегись
Beware,
нас.
we'll come again
Этой
tonight.
ночью мы
I shouldn't have talked this evil in child form, I thought, in panicking.
пока ты со своей
When you and your
семьей
parents will be
будешь
fast asleep,
спать,
we'll sneak really
подкрадемся
close and dance.
близко, Макарена!
Macarena.
Чё?
Эй, Макарена!
I don't even have to read that one. She did it for me. Look at you, your mouth.
Прямо челюсть
Hey.
отвисла, Антоша!
Tasha. Antasha. Is Anton short for Antasha? Is that why I've been getting called different names?
Видел он меня ночью у своего окна.
I saw he
как
saw
же.
me near his window at night. Yes, right.
Ты случаем не
And
местный
are
дурачок?
you by any chance a dimwit?
Меня
Nobody
не
would let me
отпускают
go
гулять
outside
так
that
поздно.
late.
Здесь, знаешь
Children
ли,
go missing
дети
here, you know.
пропадают.
I don't like that her voice sounds like it's got layers to it, like she is some sort of fucking entity. That's just the plastic framing of my glasses, puzzled by her silly joke. She got me scared to death.
Ой, да не тереби
Hey,
ты окуляры
why don't you
свои.
stop fondling your glasses?
Я раньше тоже близорукой была.
I was also nearsighted once.
Лучше послушай
Listen to me and
меня.
maybe you'll...
Может быть,
become
ума
smarter.
наберешься. Лисичку, как
Remember what-
обычно называют?
What do they call foxes?
Плутовка?
Gunning? My words seemed to hurt her. Hey,
Ах ты ж!
what did you...
Ой, прости.
Oh, sorry. After when we get into the... You know, a pair of silver barrels.
Да
Okay.
шучу я!
Just pulling at your leg.
Конечно,
Of course, I do feel... Oh my god, this one scene, it's all the way up to this point. It's felt like a horror game. Now it just feels like a dating sim, and I've never played one of those, and this just feels weird. Of course, we're gunning.
если ты ловкий
You're agile and
зверь,
brave enough
не
to befriend
боишься
a
с
cunning
плутовкой
fox.
водиться.
I'll help you
Я
look for
так
your
и быть,
bova.
Ты же неспроста
There's a
ищешь.
reason why you're doing it, right? I need to fucking turn on the fan. Damn apartment's hot as hell. There's a reason why you're doing it, right? She tried to reply. Her insight was alarming.
Знаю, почему
I know why
дети
children
повадились
have been
соваться в наш
swarming our
лес.
forest recently.
Порой там можно найти
Sometimes you
много
can find
всякого
a lot of interesting
интересного.
stuff there.
Я вот
One day,
однажды
I saw
нашла целый
Huge
сугроб
pile of
конфет
candy once,
и
and
купалась в нем. Да так что челюсть слиплась.
you found candy in the woods and you decided to just indulge? Pile of candy. Couldn't deduce whether she believed in what she was saying from the tone of her voice. I showed her another smile, a fake one this time.
Посмотрите-ка, какой
Boo,
недоверчивый.
so weary.
Ну-ну,
Well,
что ты на это скажешь?
what will you say to this then? She held out in her hand of her furry mitten. Oh, look at that candy. Turbo! There was an assortment of sweets in her palm. In the city, where I used to live, sweets like these were sold in the markets or in the kiosks. I know what a kiosk is. I have one at my work. It's easy. I saw my favorite bubblegum in a vibrant wrapper amongst the tasty treasures. A familiar name was on it. Turbo. Triangle Fox poked her nose towards me.
Угощайся.
Take some.
У меня их полные
My pockets are
карманы.
full of these. Do I take a candy from strangers, or do I listen to my thoughts of reject things from strangers because I'm paranoid? You know what? We're gonna do this real quick. I'm actually gonna save this point because I want to save this for another time. See what happens. Coin toss. Hey Siri, you're not listening to me. Toss a coin for me.
Tails.
Okay, I'm taking the candy. I accepted the treat and caught a whiff of the girl's smell. Fur, fireworks, and citrus. The smell of holidays. All right. It tingled while I carefully unwrapped the gum. Peachy aroma entered my nostrils. Something else, something unfamiliar but pleasant. The fruity cube ended up in my mouth. Started moving my molars, chewing the gum. Tasted like your usual Turkish gum, only my tongue went a bit numb. I got drugged. I'm getting drugged, aren't I? I couldn't believe my luck after opening the insert. What is that? What is the insert? Look at the insert type of players. Wait, where players put bubblegum inserts into their palm and try to flip it by throwing it in the air. The player who flips one or more inserts claims them as their prize. Oh, it's like fucking what were they called? I think we call them dossals. They were like coins we did that with. It was something. It was like a Mexican coin game or something that we had gotten a hold of when I lived in Arizona. I couldn't believe my luck on opening the insert. Look at a Mercedes-Benz, an extremely rare and hence desirable collector's item for any boy from my previous neighborhood. My heart skipped a beat. I was barely able to tear my eyes off the insert. Still stunned.
Это...
This is.
Теперь понял, что
Now, do you
можно
see what
найти в
can
лесу.
be found in the forest?
Только на твоем
Still, I
месте.
wouldn't go
Я
there
бы туда в
alone if I were
одиночку.
you.
Тебе вон от жвачки в забытый
You get so
хранье
flustered
стерла.
over simple bubblegum after all.
А представляешь,
Imagine
что
what
с
would
тобой
happen if you were
будет,
to find
если
a
найдешь
travel
чемодан
briefcase
таких
worth
фантиков?
of these.
Голову
It'd surely blow,
снесет.
surely
Держи,
blow your mind.
пропал.
Unusual treats, just like everything else about her. What? All right, clearly Anton likes this chick. I couldn't hide the insert in my bag. I carefully hid the insert in my bag as if I was putting a rare butterfly in a can. The fox giggled. This is not how things are supposed to go on a Monday morning. Who are you? I refrained from asking that question. She wouldn't answer me anyways. Or she'll just lie. I really wanted to see what's behind her mask. I was becoming more and more sure that underneath it wasn't just a simple young girl.
Может, Вова
What
тоже
if
нашел
Vova
сугроб
also
сладостей и
found a
теперь
snow
кувыркается
pile
в
with
нем?
sweets and is now rolling in it?
Слушай,
Actually, what if he
вдруг он
decided
решил
to stay in the
остаться в лесу?
forest?
Тогда, наверное,
It must be so
ему
cold
очень
without his second mitten,
холодно в
then.
одной варежке.
How do you know about the mitten? The wind caught her words like smoke from a fire, carried them deep into the darkness, into the creepy thickets. The trees behind me creaked with their bony branches. Bony bones? Especially bony bones.
Или
Or what
с
if
ним что-то
something happened to
случилось
him
в пути?
along the way?
Что-то
It was
страшное.
terrible. The forest reacted to her words, becoming alive. It sniffed me out. Why is that happening to me a lot? Why am I getting sniffed out? Don't trust her. She eats homeless. Perking its ears just like a curious beast. The fox girl pierced me with her eyes again.
Дикие звери?
Wild beasts?
Это, по-твоему,
You
страшно?
find that scary?
Ну, не
Well,
знаю.
I don't know.
Не знаю.
He doesn't know. Oh, hi, Daniel. I'm playing a game.
Oh,
What the fuck was that? He doesn't know.
Уж не с
Oh my, have you befriended have I befriended a dunce? Thank you for calling me a dunce. It really makes my day, Fox Girl. God damn it.
Foxy?
If you watch the stream, you'll see.
I know, I see.
Oh, you'll see again. I didn't like being called a dunce, yet being friends with her sounded nice.
Я хорошист.
My grades are good.
Белка
Really
пушист.
now?
Пойдешь со мной?
Will you come with me? Good grades, Anton?
Найдем твоего
We'll
Вову.
find your Vova
Сам
and
его
you'll be able to
спросишь,
ask him
что он нашел
what
в
he
этой
found deep in the
куче.
forest.
Ведь пока мы
As long as you're
вместе,
with me, nothing
никто
can
тебя
hurt
в
you in the
лесу не
forest.
тронет.
Oh, but this is less of a homeless than the pirate. So I think she works for the government. You think she works? You'll see. She's a spy, Russian spy. Worms of worry withered in my belly. God, this kid is so fucking descriptive. Better run, whispered my
Я
mind.
тебе не верю.
I don't believe you.
Ты думаешь, я вру?
You take me for a liar. I've taken you from a liar since the minute I saw you.
Wow.
Пожалуйста, мне никогда
KGB
никто
agent.
не верит.
Whatever, you're just like everyone else. The girl sounded hurt, although I didn't know if she was genuine about it. She turned around as if she had immediately lost all interest in me. The gum felt better now. I remember my dad's favorite saying, "Where are your manners, son?" Indeed, This fox was kind to me.
Не обижайся,
Give me a piece of
пожалуйста.
candy. Please don't be mad.
Лисы бывают и добрыми.
Foxes can also be
Ну,
nice.
как в
Like
сказках.
in fairy tales.
Мне бы только
I
понять,
just
что
need
ты
to
за
know what
лиса.
kind of fox you are. Gold, hiding the nose and mask in her hand.
Тогда
I want you to
пойдём
take off your
в
mask, bro.
лес.
I want this mask to go away,
Сама
please.
знаешь.
Just for a minute, please. Let me see who the fuck you are. Follow me into the forest and you'll get to know me.
Но не сейчас, а когда рассветёт.
That's weird.
А то
That
тебе,
is weird.
бедного, всего аж
If this wasn't a 6th grader and like someone older, I would say this could go. Actually, no, it would still go terrible as a 6th grader. But I don't want to think about the terrible things that could happen to a 6th grader. But not right now. When it gets bright, I mean, your whole body is shaking. You poor thing.
Да выгляди, Кондрашка,
I don't want
хватит.
you to get a stroke. A stroke? You don't get a stroke from the cold.
Ай да, провожу
You
тебя
know,
в
that's
школу.
hypothermia.
Yeah, let me accompany you to school. After hearing this, the dog barked in agreement and stopped messing with the mitten. I leaned over, trying to grab the piece of handwear that almost ran away from me.
Ну, если тебе
Well,
по
if
пути...
we're going in the same direction. We went towards school, and the lost dawn. Here and there, the lights came on in the windows of houses we passed, as if their inhabitants were sending us warning signs. Silhouettes lurked behind curtains. Dogs let out occasional barks. Spirals of gray smoke rose from chimneys. TVs bustled and dishes clanged in the kitchens. We watched the village slowly rise from its slumber. I think that would be super cool to watch, actually, like a town wake up. Like, that's actually, I think that would be super cool. While carefully treading snowy wheeled trails. I walked in the left one, and she took the right one. The dog was following right behind us. I expected the fox to bring up something weird again, but she stayed silent all the way to the school, as if playing with me some game only she was privy to. She would only giggle from time to time, and the dog sneezed if the snowflake, from the snowflakes that fell on its nose. I was the first to break the silence.
Как тебя зовут?
So, what's your name?
А, ну,
Here it comes.
конечно. Имена,
Names,
имена,
names,
имена.
names.
Людям непременно надо
People always
вешать
need to
ярлыки
put
на
labels
всё
on
подряд.
everything.
Ну и как бы ты назвал такое
What name would you
лесное
give to a
ответ?
fox like me?
Даже не знаю.
Oh, god damn it. I don't know.
Но я читал про лесу по
Right,
имени
right.
Алиса.
Alyssa the Fox. It's gotta be a kid's book of some
А
sort.
что?
You know what?
Я не
I don't
против.
mind.
Пусть будет Алиса.
I'll be Elsa. Alright, now we have a name. I don't have to call her a fox anymore. God damn. Alyssa. Couldn't understand if she was joking or not. Hey, Daniel, I can hear your brothers.
Sorry.
I turned around as if looking for an answer. From the dog. From the dark skies, devoid of dawn. My silent questions were left unanswered. Yo, there's someone smoking at school! The school outline was already in our sight. A giant brick box stuck in an endless night. Stuck in the endless night. Sorry, misreading words. Lights in the windows didn't bode well for me. The warden trees were guarding the schoolyard. Screams, childish laughter, and someone whistling towards tore up the silence. I went here with Mom when we just moved, and the place looked cozy at the time. Empty corridors that smelled of polish, puffy snow. Puffy snow outside. Second time I came alone to get the books, and just kept on imagining my peers rolling down the railings. Grade schoolers running to the library. Okay. I think there's split thoughts here, and they're supposed to be semicolons, and it's bothering me. But anyway, running to the library and teachers marching down the corridor with the air of self-importance around them. Because, you know, teachers are very self-important. Someone messaged me, what the heck? What did they have to say? I just got off work. Good night. Oh, they're talking shit. Okay. They're not.
That's crazy.
Anyway, high schoolers were smoking at the entrance. That's a high schooler? A grown-ass man. Track pants and wool caps perked perched on their foreheads. Their appearance destroyed the last of hope for a cozy school. Their stingy eyes, not nose, and their teeth yellow from nicotine, their smirks, all of it had the same gloomy effect as the cloudy winter morning. Absorbed by my thoughts, I completely forgot about my companion.
После уроков жду
I'll
тебя
wait for
на
you in the
заднем
backyard after school.
дворе, возле повешенного.
Near the hangman. Hanged man. There's a hanged man? Excuse me?
Возле кого?
Near what? She just ignored my question.
Не
Don't be
опаздывай.
late. I hesitated. Blowing hot and cold again. Mom always said that when I would have trouble choosing between two options. Man, that's been me the entire game. Thinking about mom helped me
Я
reply.
после школы сразу
I'm
домой.
going straight home after school.
Эх, Антоша,
Well,
Антоша.
Antasha,
Это я
I'm
тебя
going to
так
let you
просто
off the
отпустила.
hook.
Другие же
But the
незаметно
others will
подкрадутся
creep
со
up
своими
to you
улыбочками.
with their smiles and sink their teeth into you.
Клещами не оторвешь.
Won't be able to shake them off as easily.
Попомни мои
Remember my
слова.
words. Oh, wait a minute. The mask just moved? I'm now convinced that this isn't a girl. This is an actual. Okay. Yep. Fuck. Fox opened her mouth with a wide yawn. What kind of trick is that? Is this? Someone running in the distance called out my name. I instantly turned around. Snowball hit the dog. Snowball whipped past my shoulder and hit the dog. It whimpered and ran towards the spring. The darkness avoided it. The fox girl was also nowhere to be seen. She dissolved like into frosty air. Or was she hiding in my shadow? I gulped. And swallowed the gum. Fuck. Unlucky. After taking a deep breath, I went towards the school, towards the cutlet in dough. Towards the light raining down onto the snow. Hey, that's a rhyme. Alright here, let's see. What the fuck? I just heard 3 different noises. Whose nest is this? I wondered. A thieving magpie? Then it probably has all sorts of shiny things in it. Pieces of colorful glass, bottle caps, polished coins, or a child's braces. Oh shit! That's... A tall man was standing near the gate, puffing out clouds of smoke into the wind. He didn't look like a teacher. Was he a PE guy? Maybe? Oh, he carefully studied his face. That looked like it was cut from a piece of granite, and his hair lip that was holding down a cigarette. He was playing around with his car keys and staring back at us. Us. I'm alone. There's just me. The light from the cigarette was reflected in his eyes. We were sitting deep in their eye sockets. A frozen place. The hulking man lazily tore off his eyes from us and walked towards the road. Oh, he's gone now. There was a fresh-looking Volga parked nearby, with one of its front wheels perched up on an icy curb. Black looked Black like Sooth. Sooth? Soot? Sooth? I don't know. As if it was straight out of a horror story Dad loved to tell me when we hid in the attic during a thunderstorm. Why would you hide in the attic during a thunderstorm? I'm going to get probably going to get eaten. We were probably going to just get ripped to shreds. That's probably 100%. I remember him always wearing a sad smile while mentioning the black car that snatched children. That trafficking, he would say. It looks like a funeral car on the inside, white curtains and all. And it has DSC in its license plate. Do you know what that means? Death to Soviet children. It's the... Which country is attacking Soviet Russia? Funny, I was born in the USSR too. Alright, there's nothing else to look at. Oh, I gotta look at these people. A buzzing crowd of upperclassmen with their winter hats tipped to the side. I better not draw their attention. Alright, let's enter. I'm immediately gonna get caught by these kids, ain't I? Oh, I heard muffled voices behind the door. Saw blinking lamps. Darkness creeped along the window, and it felt like the school was drifting in open space like a lonely, lost spaceship. Ah, I can read those words. I can't read those words. I can read those words! After going to the second floor, I noticed a crowd around a notice board. Attention, child missing. Vova Machiakin? Machiakin? 10 years old. You know, he did. He probably did. 10-year-old grade 4. He left his house on January the 5th around 1600 and never returned. Was last seen at the bridge over the Somordian River. He was wearing an orange coat with a hood, a black wool cap, a scarf, and mittens with green stripes. Might have had a plastic toy gun with him. Features 142 centimeters tall, skinny, brown hair, green eyes. Please call this number if you have any information or Vova's whereabouts. That's not a real number. Those are for Vova's parents. Those are for the police. Awesome. Everyone was taking part in a lively discussion. I moved closer and took a look at something everyone was interested in through the wall of backpacks. There's a piece of paper with something printed on it, glued to the left of the notice board. Oh. I read it while it was tiny. I'm a genius. Oh my god. Child
Good job.
missing. Shows I have good eyesight. I could see. I don't need glasses. Vova Machokin? I don't know Russian, so I don't know how to pronounce that. That was his name! A 4th grader! On the grimy print, Vova looked dead, with a black mouth and dark, empty eye sockets. Could it be that the darkness dwelling deep in the forest invaded his pores and mutilated his face? A plastic toy gun couldn't protect him from the whispering branches and the howling wind. Empty eyes of the lost boy pierced through my soul, as if pleading. Unable to meet his stare, I turned around and rushed to the window. Took a seat. I took a seat on the windowsill. The corridor was slowly filling up with children, in groups of few. Nobody paid me any attention. In the darkness of the school toilets, children's voice. Okay, we're hammering a nursery rhyme. For the fox and for the bear, bunny tasty meal prepare. What the heck? Turned my head towards them, trying to get a better look at their features, but then my attention was stolen by a loud clicking sound. A female teacher marched down the corridor, her chin raised up high. You gonna walk back and forth in front of me? Her heels were hitting the floor like miniature hooves. A girl was trailing her every step. Alright. She was also looking pompous, stopping along the way, whispering some secrets to her friend's ear. She was probably a class rep, since she was carrying an attendance register book. I wanted to say roster, but that's not the word, it was register. Register book.
Екатерина, возьми, пожалуйста.
Are you whispering? What are you saying? Why are you making psst noises? I'm not a cat. Ekaterina. Take this, please. The teacher opened the classroom door, and the crowd of students swarmed in, screaming and pushing. Why didn't... Oh God! What did happen to your face? Looks like a fat version of Ash from Ash vs. Evil Dead. Out of all of them, a tall, red-headed fat boy. Hell yeah, we're using the right word. No. Caught my attention. His face was full of blisters. He looked like the inside of a pomegranate. That's a terrible thing to say about someone, but you're not
That's fine,
wrong. He's not wrong. A bad feeling rose up the hairs on the back of my head. I've seen boys like him before. Unsettled eyes, cackling laughter. The girl who was smaller copied the teacher and warned the boy with a wave of her hand and entered the room through the clearing in the crowd. Some other guy stood in the way of the crowd, and the redhead immediately shoved him.
Топай речь, мудила.
Move your legs, moron. The boy flew headfirst, flailing his hands, trying to keep his balance. The fatso busted out laughing, and a couple of kids joined his nasty cackling. After sounding like someone was snipping with huge garden scissors. That's a terrible sound of laughter. I know what the sound of garden snippers sound like. Not a good sound. Costume sucked all the kids in. The corridor stood empty. That's not empty. There's two faceless motherfuckers over there. Look at them! Where are your eyes? Where is your mouth? Is that a nose? Oh, now they're gone. Okay. I wanted to grow roots and stay on the windowsill. That does look like penises.
Alrighty then.
Just a handful of lampposts outside were battering. Hey, if I didn't say it, someone else is gonna say it. Okay. Battling the darkness, writhing like fluorescent fish in the black ocean. Maybe I could still run away. Go outside, dissolve in the dark. Among Us? I imagined myself running through the snow, how it squeaked under my boots, and how I'm becoming lighter and lighter with every step. The ringers, that's just a bell. The ringers trilled. I think it's supposed to be drilled. No, trill blew. Ringers trill blew the illusion away.
You okay?
I'm reading this as it is. I think it's supposed to be the ringers drill because it's a drilling noise.
Guess so.
I don't fucking know. This game is originally in Russian, so like the translations are off.
I see. Yep.
I tore myself from the window with great effort. I too tear myself from places I am sitting with great effort. Every time I get up, the first question that comes to mind is, how am I going to do this? I took a couple of deep breaths, trying to at least calm down my mad pulse, and entered the classroom. The prim teacher looked at me over the frame of her glasses, clearly annoyed.
Я новенький.
The transfer student.
Мне вот
I was
сказали
told to
к
come here.
вам подойти.
I like how he's like the one with the most detail. Everyone else has these like scrape lines in the painting of him, and he's like smooth detail. The snowy forest trail was winding in front of my eyes, the pine rustling, but I didn't sound predators anywhere. Okay.
Pretty sure this supposed to say here.
Yeah. I'm reading it as is and then just like
Yeah.
questioning why it sounds like that. She buried herself in the register and flicked through the pages.
А фамилия-то как?
Your last name.
Петров.
Petrov?
Громче говори.
Huh. What are you mumbling? What are you mumbling there?
Чего мямлишь?
Say it clearly.
Петров.
Petrov.
Нет такого.
Not on the
Beatrice?
list. She measured me with long and heavy stare, as if trying to see if I was lying. I wanted to sink through the floor. Hazy faces observed opposite words. All that was left. All from the left. Having a stroke. The classroom breathed and snorted in unison, like a living organism, like a dangerous beast.
Ты не ошибся?
Are you sure?
Нет такого в списке.
I don't have you in my register. My knees chose the worst time to start shaking. I felt dizzy. I clenched my fist so hard my knuckles became white.
Мне сказали,
They told me to
204
come
кабинет, Лилия
to the
Павловна,
classroom
6
204
В.
to ask for Lilian Pavlovna? Nah. Class C 6-C. Apparently everyone in the classroom took my words as some sort of joke because they were all laughing.
Что за бардак?
What's wrong with this school? The class fell silent. The kids hid their smirks for a better occasion.
Понаберут студентов.
Okay. Why do we hire so many interns?
Только знают, что губят
Wait a
своим
minute. A
ливать.
school with
А я
interns?
разгребу,
There's a
значит.
school with interns that aren't colleges? I hope. Okay. Thanks for putting that on the. Thank you. They all know how to put lipstick all over their bulging lips. But when it comes to real problems, I have to solve everything.
А бумаги-то кто
How
заполнять
did they
будет?
send
Не
you
первый раз ведь уже.
here without any proper paperwork? We've had the same thing happen so many times already, and I need a drink of
Подожди
water.
здесь.
Wait here, I'll be
Сейчас.
back. I'll be
Сейчас
back.
я им устрою.
After I have a little chat with them. Oh, this is awkward. Oh, this is a sad day. I am at the front of the class. The teachers flew past me, mumbling something to herself in righteous anger, and I was left standing at the center of the classroom. We do a mild amount of tomfoolery. Yes, we do. We do a mild amount of tomfoolery. You are right. Like a convict in the front of a firing squad, I lowered my gaze, feeling the mocking stares from all around the classroom, directed at me. They prickled my skin, dancing on it like laser sights. How do you know what laser sights are, kid? Oh! I'm in my chest! What the fuck? Once again, I imagine running far away from this place, fighting the clawing wind, soaring high above the pines with one long jump. Apparently I am trying to become Superman or Hancock. It's a good movie. No one's ever seen Hancock. Strongly recommend watching Hancock. It's a great movie. With the wind on my back as my only companion, the eyes of my future classmates were asking, this new boy, is he one of us or an outsider? Someone whispered something and stifle laugh rolled through the classroom.
Доску вытри!
Wipe the board! It was easy to guess who was the main prankster here.
Эй, очкарик!
Hey, Four Eyes. Oh, fuck you.
Ты чё, не только слепой, но
Are
еще
you
и
not only
глухой?
blind but also deaf?
Доску вытри,
Да.
говорю!
I said wipe the board. My knees weren't the only part shaking my body anymore. Whole body shaking. I was trembling from head to toe, and I prayed for the teacher to come back soon. My prayers were answered by the power that be.
Ну что мне с тобой
Man,
делать,
she just
а?
appeared. Did the child come from from Chernobyl? Hey, he's having imagination. He's not actually able to jump from rooftops. And what should I do with you now?
Куда сажать, а?
Where will you sit?
Давай-ка сядь, наверное, с
Oh.
Семеном.
You can sit with Simeon, I guess.
Он все равно один.
He's alone anyways. Oh, I gotta sit with Pimples. Fuck.
Well done.
Еще чего?
No way. The fatso put his backpack on the seat beside him in defiance, scratching his belly and smirking. Classic fat man maneuver.
Ты опять за старое?
Are you back to your old tricks?
Снова бабушку в
Should
школу
I call
вызывать?
your grandma here again? Ooh. Get his ass kicked by his grandma. Classroom went silent.
А чё нам не сделать?
And what's she gonna do?
Не она, так я тебе
I'll be
сделаю.
the one to do something if she doesn't.
Рюкзак убрал быстро.
Put away your backpack now. Simeon didn't move a muscle. He started studying the portraits of the writers on the wall, looking bored. I need to do something to resolve this somehow to save
Yeah.
myself. I cleared my throat and continued in a stifled voice.
Hello
That
there.
It sounded nothing like me.
Я могу за
I can
последнюю
sit in the
парту
last
сесть.
row.
Там, кажется,
I
свободно.
think there's a free seat. She snored loudly. She looked at me, then Simeon, then back at me.
Ладно,
Fine,
садись
go
пока
there,
туда.
go there for now.
А с тобой, бабурин,
But you-
мы еще поговорим.
Boburin, we'll talk with you later.
Чтобы подошел после уроков.
Come to me after class.
Будешь по классу дежурить, ясно?
You'll be on cleaning duty, got it? He enforced a twisted smile. Juicy pimples were growing on the top of his nose, ripe for the taking. God damn it! These descriptions are killing me. It's so good, but it's so bad. I walked carefully, afraid of stumbling or falling, causing another outburst of laughter from everyone.
Goodbye.
It just fucking bailed out. And probably the
I don't know
juicy
who that
pimples.
was.
It was cultist.
Oh.
I took my seat at the back, at the last table, where I was met with a pile of old posters. The outcasts took their seat. The class was ready to
Вот
start.
хорошо.
Now that this is
Начнем
settled,
урок.
let's start the class.
Тема. Традиции русской и мировой литературы в рассказе Зощенко
Today's
«Не
theme is
надо врать».
traditions of Russian and international literature in Zoshikos. Don't lie. Is it like my hips don't lie?
Chicos.
Is it like my hips don't lie?
Suka, блядь.
Suka piña! That's what turned back to me. His stare informed me of the coming days, weeks, and months of bullying. You ugly, dude. You need a fucking facelift.
Dang.
Exactly.
I got my eyes on you, said his watery look. So he's got watery looks, juicy pimples ripe for the taking, and he's fat.
Alrighty then.
Alright, he's got all the things wrong right now. This is your stereotypical antagonist character in a school. Oh! Oh! What
And
the
his-
fuck is that? After just a
Your
couple of
mom.
periods, I'd already noticed a huge yellow spit stain in my notebook. The motherfucker now spitting in my shit. Oh, we gonna fight.
I
Then I
fucking
became-
came in it.
It looks like an amoeba just growing in my notebook. Just go.
It is spreading in your notebook. It is under your skin.
I don't like the way my skin feels on my body. At the cafeteria, this simian accidentally spilled a glass of compote on me. What is compote? A dessert drink brewed from the mix of dry fruit and berries. So a smoothie. A Russian,
Exactly.
a Russian smoothie. Hell yeah.
Motherland's movie.
And then he flailed his hand around after exiting the toilet so some of the liquid from his hands would get on me. What a fucking
You
douchebag.
can't.
This man deserves... Okay, I can't say this, but he deserves the worst possible situation to happen to him in this game. I hope he disappears. I don't care
The fox
how.
will the fox will eat him. Sorry, I had a stroke.
Hey, that's two of us. Hey, if the fox eats him, I'll be more fan of the fox than I was before. Okay, if she eats him, I'll be all okay. Just before the final period of today, Simeon pushed me into a buzzing crowd of girls from our class. Oh no! Face first into tits. They made
What was
way, cursing, but I couldn't hold my balance and ended up ramming my face into the girl I took for the class rep before, right into her chest. Hey, you had a soft landing. Can't complain too much, man.
Shut up.
Ow.
They're children, Tyler. Shut up.
Hey, I've had similar situations happen to me. I was embarrassed by it, but I could have hit something significantly worse. I immediately stepped back, dying from embarrassment.
Прости, ты в
As you
порядке?
should. Sorry, are you alright?
Я...
And she suddenly put her hands on her hips. Those on her hips. Those are her arms. These are arms. These are hips. These hips don't lie.
Нет, ну вы
Oh, now it's on her
посмотрите
hip.
на него.
Will you look at him?
Облапал меня прямо
Groping
у
me in
всех
front
на
of every...
глазах.
What? What? I got pushed into you, motherfucker.
Я сейчас всё маме
I'll tell my
расскажу.
mom. Oh,
Тебя
good.
из школы выгонят,
They'll
извращенец.
expel you, pervert. Wow. What a wench. You wench. Dear God. There was some sort of sadistic pleasure in her eyes, as if she was a child who was about to put a lit-up match to a chaffer beetle. I assume that's some sort of beetle.
Я
I don't know.
нечаянно. Меня
I didn't mean to.
толкнули.
He pushed me.
Все видели.
We all
Слепых
saw you,
среди
you
нас
know.
нет.
No blind among us.
Among Us.
What? Okay, so I'm being discriminated for just
Tax evasion?
for glasses. These are blue blockers, by the way. I actually don't need these. They're just good for staring at a screen for long periods of time. She stared at my glasses while showing me a creepy smile. I started to fume on the inside, but Simeon's laughter cooled my head.
Толкнули?
I
Чё,
pushed you, you
правда?
sure? He swaggered up to me, enveloping me in the smell of sunflower seeds and rotting teeth. Probably what the hillbilly sounds it smells like from Dead by Daylight. And then pushed me to the ground. Oh, now I'm on the
Вот
ground.
так, да?
Like this,
И
huh?
чё ты сделаешь?
What you gonna do now? Fucking kick your nose in. Make it explode, just pimple juice everywhere. The bully towered over me, as if saying, "Come on, hit me. Let's see you try."
Kick his ass. Just
I,
his dick.
I really want to kick his ass for doing this. I'm making another save point, because I actually am one day going to go back and, like, check all of these points. I'm going to kick his ass.
Слушай, ты...
Listen, you. My throat went dry, my lips were moving on their own, and my voice was akin to a stifled squeal. Simeon wore a mocking smile. Yeah, look at his teeth!
продолжай, очкарик.
Oh my god, look at his teeth! They're so gross! Go on, Four
Чё
Eyes.
примолк-то?
His face
Why'd
is
you
all
stop?
gross.
Нам всем
We're all
очень интересно.
waiting.
Если еще хоть раз
Have you ever touched me
потронешь-
again? Simeon slowly stuck out a finger and poked my forehead.
Натронул и
I
чё?
did, so what?
Еще хоть раз
If you ever do it again,
тран.
here,
А вот ей.
one more.
Эйш,
And again!
эйш,
And again!
эйш.
And again! He was poking me with his finger so hard that my head tilted backwards. I must not cry, or I'll be done for.
Чё ты мне
What will
сделаешь,
the wimp
мямля?
like you do to me? My vision went blurry. My soles tore off from the floor. I rushed forward and threw a random punch without looking.
He's going to morb.
I got him. I hit him. What I saw when I opened my eyes was beautiful and horrifying at the same time. Timmy was holding his ear and blinking in amazement. Was I the first person to rebel against his absolute rule?
Стопэ!
Лена,
I needed to run, but I was already surrounded by his cronies.
Лилия Павловна,
Liliana
You're gonna get jumped.
Pavlovna.
Лилия Павловна, Петров бабулю
Petrov just hit
ударил.
Barbarin. I mean, cheek grew even redder and his pimples even whiter, like the heads of larvae. But a smile flashed on his face. That was only noticed among his comrades. He got really close to me. The smell of rotten teeth washing over me.
Тебе
You
пиздец.
are fucking done. His voice was evil and dangerous, like someone tore off the lid of a kettle with boiling fat. I was waiting to get hit, counting the thumps of my heart and guessing where his fist will go. The solar plexus, the jaw, the nose. Who could tell? No, I'm just kidding. But he just turned around and walked off. A thought, cold and sober and extremely rational, popped up in my head. I'm going to get killed today. Oh fuck. I have made a crucial error in my ways. I was late to leave the school after classes on purpose.
Okay, we ball.
Simeon didn't attend the last period, so I was hopeful. What if he decided to dodge the cleaning duty and ran home, forgetting all about me? I heaved a sigh of relief, like someone on death row whose execution was delayed by a day. But I didn't let myself forget his tone, that vengeful gaze, and his scary, electrified smirk. While the other students were leaving the school, laughing loudly, I pretended to skim through my book near a window. I was staring outside, nervous. There was nowhere to be found in the front yard and near the school gate.
Here comes the
I really didn't believe I was so lucky, so I decided to be extra cautious and stay for some more time in the corridor that was gradually getting less crowded. All the bustling moved to the first floor. There was a skeleton peeking out of a biology room. Some jokesters put a cap with the American condor on its head. Okay. The sound of running water were coming from the bathrooms. I was the only person left in the whole school. I'm not alone. A sudden thought came to mind. I remembered the missing boy. His portrait was on the notice board near the schedules. I remember his smile. God, he looks eviler than he did before. Is this picture getting distorted? He looked at me. And the fact that he's most likely already dead.
Привет.
Hello. I shuddered and turned around. Blinded by the light. Just white light. Ah, yes. At first my eyes stumbled upon a black violin case. Then I noticed a girl from the class was holding it.
It's the fox. Bet?
You know, that'd be a really good twist if it was.
Dude, are you serious?
She sat in the first row of the second column. All right, you're very descriptive. I could swear I caught her looking at me a couple of times. And I was sneaking glances at her myself. Sometimes it just felt nice to look at something pretty. The spring, the sky, or a girl that's not in the crowd that laughed at Simeon's jokes. And she wasn't whispering the dirty laundry of other people to Katya. She spent all the break just like me, staying in the classroom and looking in the window or drawing something in her green notebook.
Здравствуй.
Hello.
Retards stay together.
Hey. Power in numbers, bro. That's all I gotta say. I turned red and pretended that I was studying the patterns of the wooden floor.
Круто ты ему
It was
врезал.
cool. The way that you hit him. Yes! I have attracted the attention of a girl by fighting back! This is what we
Это
needed
вышло
for
случайно.
this character.
Почти.
Ultimate simp.
It was...
Sleeping.
Hey, I now see a benefit out of hitting him. I thought it was just disaster. We got one good thing going for us. We gotta take every little thing we can get. It was just an accident, almost. Almost an accident. Started shoving books into my backpack to at least put something in my hands.
Вроде Семен раньше таким
Simeon
не
wasn't
был.
like that before.
Он к нам недавно
He also
перевелся.
transferred here just recently.
Бабушка мне его по
His grandma
секрету
told
сказала,
me
что он
that
словно
it
взбесился.
almost felt like he went mad.
Семена даже
Even the upperclassmen
старшеклассники
fear
побаиваются.
Simeon. Did
Представляешь?
you know? What the hell?
А ты вот молодец.
But you're different.
Не струсил.
You're brave.
You're retarded.
Угу.
I mumbled in reply. Yeah, right. Me, brave, never. A hero that has been standing around in the hallway to avoid a beating. The girl looked at me with clear, attentive eyes.
А ты за рекой живешь?
Do you live over the river?
В том деревянном
In
доме?
that wooden house?
Ну да.
Why do people know where I live? Why do people know about the mitten that I found? What is going on? Why is nothing a secret of what I do? Yeah.
Там, наверное,
Because it's all a dream.
страшно.
You're
It's all,
schizo.
it's all just a dream. I'm actually in an insane asylum all along.
FNAF would be like,
Benevolent be like, must be scary living there.
Да еще через
And you
лес
also have
идти.
to cross the forest.
Я бы так не
I wouldn't be able
смогла.
to do that. I shivered at the mention of the forest. I thought of the intertwining branches of the snake-like trails and the endless darkness that spread like mold among the crooked trees. So I straight up lied. Oh, I straight up lied.
Да не так уж там и
It's not
страшно.
that scary.
А что тебя так пугает?
What's so scary about it? What's so scary about it for you? She smiled after a brief pause. That's supposed to be pause. As if blushing off a daydream.
Да так.
Well, actually,
Ничего.
never mind.
Меня, кстати, Полина зовут.
My name is Paulina, by the way.
А меня Антон.
I'm Anton.
Ну, это я
I
знаю.
already know that.
Слушай, Антон,
Damn, you knew my name already? And you know where I live? Stalker
yep,
vibes.
she's stalking you, which is the
Yeah.
fox.
To be honest, I actually think it would be a great plot twist if she's the fox, but at the same time, I
No,
don't think she's the
it's-
fox. She's definitely not the
it's-
fox. Hey, Anton.
It's so predictable if she were.
Yeah. It's the teacher. No, I'm just kidding. She stumbled
teacher.
as if trying to decide whether she should continue.
а что ты делаешь после
What are
школы?
you doing after school? I just felt prickly after her innocent question, yet somehow it felt pleasant.
Ничего такого.
Nothing much. Why is it getting dark? I
Uh-oh,
stumbled and
stinky.
didn't finish my sentence.
Oh, so this character also has stroke.
It's the fox. As this predator smile flashed in front of my eyes. Her playful eyes in the slits of the mask were probably just a product of my imagination, though. What if the fox girl is waiting for me after school? Or was it another of her weird jokes? I wonder if she's hiding a big red tail under her coat. I suddenly got covered with beads of sweat, like after a PE class. I wanted to take a shower, as if just thinking of the... Why do you describe her as the foxy girl? Just the fox girl. Made me dirty, soiled my clothes, and lured me into
FNAF
forced
reference?
embarrassment. Yeah, FNAF reference. female Foxy,
У меня сейчас
which is
занятие.
literally just
скрипка.
Mangle.
А потом я свободна.
Shut up.
Or the Playground
Nerd.
Foxy, I'm pretty sure is a female, but I'm not sure. Actually, no, it's a dude. It is a dude. It's pink though, but it is a dude. I have a
It is a
violin.
dude.
I have violin lessons, and then I'm free. I'll be free.
Дедушка мне репетитора
My
нанял.
grandpa hired me a private tutor.
Наш учитель музыки.
Our music teacher
Он же
is a
скрипач,
violinist, and he doesn't have
а здесь
anyone
в
to teach
поселке
here
ему
except for
некому
me.
преподавать.
She waves her free hand in the air, imitating the movement of a bow on a violin string. Is this Frontier mod for? Is this a Frontier mod for Fallout?
Sure.
Oh my god! I could almost hear the music. It chased Alyssa out of my mind,
Yeah.
out of my head, not my mind. Fuck. Looking at Paulina's lips, catching her every word, and was frozen from the unusual sensation.
Tyler is lying to you. It's actually a dating sim.
It's not a dating sim. It's a horror game, or it's supposed to
No,
be.
it is not.
It
Don't
feels
trust
like a
his
dating
lies.
sim right now. They were warm, soothing. I've talked to so many women. What's happening?
Moral.
Tingling.
Exactly.
I went into this expecting horror. I am getting women.
I'm getting women.
If
Lies.
I edit
getting
this, I'm getting none of the. I got the jump scares in the first episode. What happened?
The
Felt like
first
a-
episode, then fucking never.
Yeah, and then never again. It was very small, and the feeling were immense, and they couldn't fit inside me.
Тут говорят,
Oh
что
my
в
God.
поселке маньяк
They said,
My
they said
God.
there's a serial killer on the loose in the village. Where did that come from? We were just talking about your violin lessons, and now we're doing this?
Раньше
Alright.
со школы
Normally,
меня
Grandpa
всегда
would
девочки
escort me home
забирали,
from
но в последнее
school, but
время
he's
ему
been
не
thick
здоровится.
lately. I stuck a glance at Vova's photo. Stop staring at me, you creepy devilish. That smile is getting bigger, and those eyebrows are getting more crooked and evil. His eye wells were studying me. His lips were wearing black lipstick. All right, just like the portrait of on a gravestone. Lies.
Ты не подумай, я не трусишка, просто
I mean, I'm not a coward. It's just
мне кажется, что
I
с
think
тобой
I'll be
будет
safer together
безопаснее.
with you. My
Антон,
voice cracked. That's
ты
great.
сможешь
Will you go home with
проводить
me,
меня дома?
Anton? This can't be a dating sim. I'm playing as a 6th grader.
Yeah, there's a dating sim. Don't.
there was
Do not hear
there
him.
it was. Finally, everything I was reading about in the adventure books, everything that I dreamt about was seeping into my life. A mysterious crime, a beautiful stranger, and a heroic duel. A duel?
Dude, just punch out dude in the face and then he left.
That was my duel. Thinking of Simeon instantly sobered me up, returning me back to Earth, and it started shaking under my feet like a deck of ship. If only I could rise to the occasion in front of Paulina. Paulina.
Simp. You have to make simp right here. Guys, call the simping police.
Because no matter we can't say that word on Twitch. I just
Oh,
remembered
okay.
that. That's against TOS. Fuck, I
I'm
just
sorry.
remembered that. I didn't say
Good
it,
job.
and I didn't condone it. I just forgot that it's against TOS. Please don't ban me, Twitch. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for
Please no.
his behavior.
You're done for.
You're done for. You're gonna die.
It's over. They're coming to your house right now. They're sending the SWAT team.
Careful,
I'm
I think I hear them knocking your door.
Oh, fuck.
FBI, open up.
Yeah. Just hear crashing, see me get tackled out of frame. Finally clip that and send it in. Fitting to clip that and send it. Please don't do it. Don't do it, please. I beg you. I wouldn't be able to stand a chance against a big guy like that. I'm gonna continue reading so I can ignore you guys. And him knocking me out wouldn't be able to.
What?
And him knocking me out won't
Stroke
even
time.
be able the worst of it. That's not a stroke. That is what it says. Won't even be. Yeah, they added a word. Wouldn't be the worst of it. The worst part of
But-
that, Paulina will see all of it. All of that. Oh man, you forgot how to read mid-sentence. Yes. And she'll laugh at me, like everyone else. No, I don't need anyone to see me in such a shameful state.
Сегодня вряд ли получится.
I doubt I'll be able to
Ты же
today.
знаешь,
I know
Семен,
Simeon
скорее
is
всего,
waiting for
караулит
me
на школьном
outside.
дворе. Лучше мне с ним
I
разобраться
need to deal with
лично,
him
по-мужски.
one-on-one, like a man.
Глупости
Nonsense.
Duel
какие.
his ass.
Helena brushed off,
Grab your
Brushes-
father's sharp
brushed-
axe.
brushed off her hair from her forehead and sensed a weak aroma of blueberries. I am smelling every individual I get near. It is strange.
Bruh. Are
Polina
you
was
Joe
a
Biden?
no. It's just like I don't think it's me trying to smell people. I think they smell so. What's the word I'm looking for? The smell is so intense that I can get it from a yes. I can catch it from a distance. It's weird. Or my
Bruh.
character has a insane sense of smell like a dog.
Well, no shit, it's the tiny rabbit.
Okay, I see your point. We'll consider that. Anyway, Polina was like water when you were thirsty. You gulp it down and still want more. Wow! Thinking of water, I need a drink. Good shit. Remember to drink water every like I don't know 10 minutes or something. I don't know. Stay hydrated.
Okay, here.
I remember the summer evening at the country house. The fire's pungent smoke, the berries, not blueberries, just berries, the berries, hanging over the fence from the neighbor, and a soft cover of pine needles under my soles. Those few peaceful days when I felt completely safe. My mom resting in the hammock, my dad putting meat on a skewer. Could have I foreseen the upcoming catastrophe in the crackling of the coals, and her parents' laughs in the smell of the fleeting July? Could I have seen how fragile that world was?
Думаешь, этот дикарь будет честно драться?
Do you really think that a savage will give you a fair fight?
Со своими дружками
He'll
набросится
just
всем скопом,
swarm you with
опомниться
his
даже не
friends
дадут.
without giving you a chance to catch a breath. Classic bully tricks. Polina suddenly flashed a devious smile.
Но если мы
But if
пойдем
we go
вместе,
together,
это их ошарашит.
they will be put off.
Я же не только первая скрипка
I'm
на деревне.
not only the
Есть ещё
first
девочка.
violinist in the village, I'm also a girl.
Слышала от знакомого хулигана,
I've
что он
heard
никогда
from
не нападает
a-
на кого-то в присутствии девушки.
Delinquent, I know that he would never attack someone when there's a girl around.
Представляешь, у них кодекс
Can you
чести
imagine?
такой.
They have this weird code of honor. A delinquent, you know? I would be worried. Is he better than me? Taller? More handsome?
Ой, мне на музыку
Oh,
пора.
I have to go to music class. She made a couple of steps and stopped. Amazing. Helena didn't look like those beautiful beauties from the magazine posters, the actresses from the movies. But in the flickering light of the ceiling lamp, she looked much more alluring.
А ты играешь
Great.
на
This
чём-нибудь?
is just more and more dating sim feeling. Can you
Exactly.
Can you play anything?
Can the scary guy come back, please?
Yeah, please. I want my nightmares back. Let me have my nightmares back. My parents brought
I
me a
hate
good-
this map, dude.
My parents
So
bought me a
much.
guitar. My parents bought me a guitar a couple of years ago. I immediately remembered
No.
my merger attempt at making music. I don't know. Change. Well, all waiting for change. Oh, is that supposed to be amen? That is amen. 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 Praise Jesus. Sorry, I had to do it.
Oh.
Who the fuck that? Who's in my gallery? A singer and a frontman of a popular Soviet rock band, Kino, that plays a mix of new wave and post-punk. Their hit song Pyramid changes is one of the most popular rock tracks in the new Russian era. Died in a car accident. Thank you for the tragic information. Choice song echoed my mind and my desire to change something. The guitar got lost somewhere, as if refusing to move to the old house near the forest. I think my parents gave it away to someone that needed it more.
Ой, не играю.
I don't, sadly. A pity.
Жалко. Ну ладно.
Oh
Я
well, I'll
побежала.
be going.
Пока!
Ciao. That's not what she said. She said bye. I just like the word ciao. It's fun. Her shots were captured by a loud echo.
What
Huh?
What word?
I just put a curse
Shut-
on you. Congratulations. Her shoes also echoed through the school hallway.
Пока!
Bye. I wasn't sure if Polina heard me. Looked out the window again. The schoolyard was empty, just a couple of grade schoolers throwing snowballs at each other. Nobody who looked like the hulking Simeon and his cronies. This was giving me hope. What should I do? Polina was becoming my friend. The first one in this new place. What about the fox? I thought the fox was your friend. You said she was your friend earlier. Now we're changing situations? And besides, she may be in real danger after meeting a killer. And I'll be her defender, her knight. Oh god. This kid's simping.
Simp.
Oh, no, I said it! Oh god! He is falling for this girl. Sorry, I apologize. He is falling for this chick. I need to be careful with my words. And even though my inner voice was hesitating, and the whispers about running away from the killers lurking in the woods at night, Polina was worth the risk. But the red, cunning fox was also intriguing. She promised me to help look for Vova, and this was bringing me a reward. More money will almost guarantee peace in my family. Gifts for Oya. Oh, another glossary word. What is our new glossary word for today? Serget Suponev?
It's like the more you know thing.
Yeah, it's a TV show. A Soviet and Russian TV show. The most prolific showman of the Russian kids TV in the 90s. He hosted teen quizzes as well as computer entertainment shows. He died December 8th, 2001 when he crashed his snowmobile. What is with people just dying of crashes in Russia?
I guess they like drunk drive a lot. Booze cruising.
I call it a vodka voyage.
I call it vodka voyage.
Came up with that on the spot. Gold.
Exactly.
I need a T-shirt that says that vodka voyage. Sell it at schools, like the drinking schools.
Let's go.
Like drinking schools,
Russians
like colleges, colleges specifically, not like kid schools. Like I'm talking colleges. For ECU and NC State would be all for it. Imagine my sister happy like those girls who get prizes from that Sopanov in the finest hour. She'll be dancing with the famous singers, maybe a new popular boys band. Another glossary word, Ivanishki International. Right? A Russian boy band that was popular in the 90s and early 2000s and consisted of 3 singers.
So
It's
Russian
song-
BTS.
It's like a big time Russian.
Oh.
I had to. It's a songwriters and vocalist Igor Sorin died to a fall from a 6th-story balcony.
Why did they keep referencing how people die? What the
My
fuck?
God! It was official police report claimed it was a suicide. Oleg Yakovlev, Russian words, substituted him in the band and later died from cirrhosis. What is cirrhosis? Someone tell me what cirrhosis is. I'll keep reading. Mom and Dad hugging in the Oshtinkinyo Pavilion. Pavilion. It's just pavilion, but I'm saying it in a funny voice. And then all of us can go to Disneyland. Wow!
Wow.
The fox mask. Oh, I have to make a choice!
What?
I have to choose the fox girl or the violinist. Do I choose my love or my curiosity? I'm going with my curiosity. More likely for fear. I saved at this point though, so I can come back later and we can see what happens on the other round. Because I'm actually
Save's coming, chat. His save's coming. Kill him. Burn him in the campfire.
Campfire? We can sing campfire songs while I'm screaming in agony. After closing my backpack, I ran down the stairs. Adventure! That's the achievement I just got. I scanned my surroundings through the window in the main hall. Nobody suspicious in sight. The school doors creaked. That was a Gmod sound effect, by the way.
By the way.
The sound was similar to the music of a thriller. The high notes that came.
Michael Jackson?
Sorry, I had to. You triggered it. I don't know if that actually peaked on the stream or not. I ran around the school corner trying not to catch anyone's attention. The smell of pastry and burnt sugar wafted from the school cafeteria. I froze when I saw the silhouette on the second floor window. It was Polina, gliding a bow on a violin string, her head slightly tilted to the side. I wish I could hear the melody she played, but Polina was only a dark outline in the window's yellow sheet. I dragged my feet forward. Alright, where's my adventure? Oh, you're not creepy. The net of the football goal in the yard fluttered in the wind. The same wind that hurled small white whirlwinds through the field. Somewhere nearby, an invisible tractor was humming, scaring away the crowd of cawing birds. They're probably crows. The hum of its engine sounding like the howl of a hungry beast that chased me through the snowy desert.
This child has PTSD from getting...
Yeah, Alessander scary mask
chased.
also came to mind. Right now, in the light of the day, it was really hard to believe she was real. What did she say back then? This is the Hangman. I just put 2 and 2 together. Jesus. What did she say?
Hangman?
She said, "Meet me by the Hangman." It's you never played Hangman? It's like someone
No, I
you
know.
have to guess letters of a word, and if you guess
No,
the
I
right
know the
letter-
fucking
yeah, okay,
game. I'm
okay.
just not watching the stream.
Oh. What did she say back then? At the backyard near the Hangman? What did she mean by that?
Exactly.
Literally right there. There's a Hangman. I want to see the suspicious man. Excuse me. The silhouette turned around the corner and walked deeper into the into the dead end, leaving a cigarette smoke in its wake. It was an adult, a teacher maybe. It's that creepy dude from before. Why is there an A back there? What is that symbol? I've seen this before. What is that symbol? I feel like it's an occult thing. Or it could not be. It could just be a thing. I think I've seen it in occult stuff though. Forest squirrel,
So.
chomping on the snow. Sunflower on a sunflower seed. Fuck! I just had a stroke on that word. Someone from the school is probably feeding her. Interesting. Is that squirrel? Squirrel. 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 Sorry.
Retard.
I just... No! Look on the wall. There was a hangman under the drawing and a black line of resin. Someone playing hangman here. Something was scribbled on the side. Escape, fear, truth. Closer, sweetheart. God damn it! She's calling me sweetheart. It took me a while to realize where the sound was coming from. I strolled through the cul-de-sac at the school
Cul-de-sac?
backyard. I guess it's a cul-de-sac. That's how you spell cul-de-sac? I am learning. Yeah, consider me learned. At the school backyard, through windows and snow. I want to see. Can I not? Oh, I gotta examine the snow mount. One of the snow piles started trembling like a volcano before it erupts. I didn't like that. Made my eyes feel funny. What the fuck? Give me your heart. That's
be
not
cute.
nice. In the blink of an eye, the white crust crumbled and the fox jumped at me. She made a gracious bound, enjoying the efforts her appearance had, the effect her appearance had on me. The silver snow shined in her coat. I couldn't even imagine that thinking about girls with tails can be... Wait, I couldn't even imagine that thinking about girls with tails can be this. I don't know what to compare it to. Something infectious. All right. Fight back, or your heart is in my back. She giggled so enthusiastically that it forced me to
Да
smile.
ну тебя!
Oh, come on.
Not at his
The mouth moved. I don't think she's wearing a mask. I think she's actually a fox girl, and it's really bothering me now. I quickly rolled the ball of snow and threw it Alyssa. Oh, damn, she dodged it.
If you hadn't noticed, you fell right into my trap.
Yeah, I know what you did. She tried to dodge it. Oh, she tried to dodge, but it was too late. It hit her shoulder. Oh, she didn't dodge it. You insolent boy.
Да, вот такое.
Yeah, that's me. The fox slowly backed down, trying to arm herself.
Ты хитер, да мы
You are
хитрые.
sly, but I am a fox. Dear God.
Да мы
I think out of the box. Her retribution was swift. Snowball arched its way above the snowy yard, and the raven flying in the air. I wanted to duck, but slipped and fell to my knee. And while I was getting up, I caught a huge chunk of snow to the face. It burned up from the cold. Ah, my eyes! I swore loudly, with immense disappointment.
Блядь!
I was using a word I heard in Sector Gaza's song cassette I hid from my parents. Oh! Hillbilly Punk! Alright. That's cool. Did this person die? Supposedly died from overdosing on drugs. All of these musicians I know, and all these famous people, they're all dead. If Dad heard
All
this,
dead.
he would have definitely gave me a good whipping. He had a very low tolerance towards obscene words, and also communicated in clear Russian. And always communicated in clear Russian.
Да ладно тебе.
Oh, come on.
Не больно же совсем.
It can't hurt that much. She brushed off my hood as if to show compassion, took me by the elbow and helped me get up. I fell over? Alright. We're gonna take a quick pause. I'm gonna be right. I gotta use the bathroom real quick. Be right back.
Guys, be quiet. We're gonna hear him pissing.
Alright. You heard nothing. I heard what you said, cultist.
Wow.
You heard nothing. I went to the other side of the apartment. With a care uncharacteristic for a child, she took my glasses, blew away the snowflakes that were stuck to them, and handed them back.
Вот
Now, we're even,
Один-один.
Tasha.
Тоша.
Why do they keep calling me Tasha? I don't know who Tasha is. Only people who
Patricia!
were close to me called me that. What? And I haven't even seen her real face. Didn't know her last name. What class she was from, and if she had a real tail under her coat.
Желаешь отыграться?
Want to get ahead.
Мы хотели поискать Вову, помнишь?
We were going to look for Vova, remember?
Лучше поторопиться, а то меня родители
We
станут
better
искать.
hurry before my parents start looking for me. Fox let out a lazy yawn.
Родители.
The mask moved again! Parents.
Как скучно.
Don't be so boring.
Давай чуть-чуть поиграем.
Let's play for a
Все
bit.
равно тебе дома тоскливо.
You're always bored at home anyways.
А ты откуда знаешь?
And how do you know that she's a stalker?
Тоже мне тайна.
It's not even a secret.
Со взрослыми да в
It's always
четырех
way too
стенах.
boring being locked up in a house
Тоска
full of adults.
смертная. У меня от стены взрослых
I
нервный
get all
тик.
jittery from both houses and parents, see? Did she just look like an animation from Pokemon? Her furry fox brow started twitching. Why does the mask come more and more like I faked a laugh in reply, unsure whether being able to move parts of her mask like that was genuinely funny or not.
Ну же, Тоша.
Come on,
решайся.
Tasha. Don't be scared.
Я же вижу,
I can see you want to
ты
play.
хоть, если
If you win-
победишь.
The Fox girl got dangerously close to me and stood on the tip of her toes, almost touching my face with her rough little nose. Playful fire danced deep in her eyes. Oh, dear God. She smelled nice, like berries. Sakarin? Sakarin? I don't know what the word is. Is that the smell of independence and true freedom? Berries, yes. Truly free people smell just of berries. I mean, the kind where all you have to do in your life is run wild and eat sweets. Her whispers poured into my ear like scalding hot water.
Если победишь,
If you win, I'll be
буду
your
твоим
guide.
провожатым. Поверь мне,
Believe me,
есть
I have a
что тебе
lot of things to
показать.
show you. Oh, dear God.
Найдем твоего Вову.
We'll surely find your Vova, for one. I felt as if a giant invisible spring bent inside me. My tummy hurt. Alright. But
Alrighty,
the sensation was somehow not exactly unpleasant. It was so weird. I just had a conversation with Polina, and now Alyssa was going to drag me along with her. I felt like my mind was becoming blurry, splitting into two, like a gravestone on the TV recording.
А
Record.
если проиграю?
And what if I lose?
Душу из тебя выцарапаю,
I'll claw out
неженка.
your soul, softy.
What?
Oh my God, she's threatening to kill me.
Давай, скорее.
Come on, let's go. She busted out laughing, whipped the helm of her coat, and ran towards the road we used to
I
come
think
to
she's
school
not
this morning.
finished.
I think she's actually a fox and she's going to kill me. Sounded almost like a threat. Hypnotized me. I bent down and scooped up some snow. I wish I had a device that could tell me whether Alyssa was joking or being serious. Or is there a third option with people like her? Avoid them? Question mark. Between her jokes, her laughter, and her hot breath on my ear, I wanted to win. To punish her for the lightness and freedom she possessed that was clearly too much for an average girl. When I, on the other hand, was possessed, or rather intoxicated, by the thirst for adventure, by my curiosity. Just like the time that I ate cherries from my mom's Nalivika and lied down with my eyes closed while the bed was spinning underneath me. I bet those were berries filled with... Yes, vodka berries! A sweet alcoholic drink made of fruit and berries. Often called
Bruh.
berry vodka. It normally contains only 20 to 30% alcohol. For a kid,
Oh.
that's gonna put you on your ass if you're a kid. I could take it.
Exactly.
I drink stuff that's like 97 proof, so
Yeah, shut up.
which is 47% alcohol, I think. Something like that. It's 40-something%.
Yes.
I spat,
Yes.
then cleaned my lips. Do I want to play Little Sister Fox? Or
Save.
Do you want to play Little Sister Fox? Well then, let's play. I armed myself with a snowball and chased the fleeing fox girl. He looks like he's having fun. I saw a familiar street with wooden posts that didn't look scary anymore. They were just logs covered in snow. If I was to shout now, guard dogs would start barking and the owners would peek out at their windows. Thus a small silhouette was mocking me from far away, so it was useless to try hitting her with a snowball for now. Waste of ammunition.
There's some ammunition. There's
Hey.
plenty on the fucking ground.
But you have to pick it up and then make it when you already have
Oh.
one made. Like, I've been in snowball fights. I know how this works. Birches, mutilated by cold, peeking out to view along the clear road. A giant snow pile towered near one of the trees. This was probably the place where the tractor brought all of the snow from the village. A whole family of foxes would fit in such a pile. No, I thought. She's the only fox around here. She's alone. She alone is already too much. Ah! My second morning acquaintance was running around near the edge of the forest, the stray dog with the mangy tail. She sniffed around and marked the naked berry bush and ran towards the other one. Alyssa showed up from under the hill.
Жулька! За мной, девочка!
Julka, follow me, girl. Dog's ears perked up. It barked in agreement, followed her lead. Ran further and further, exchanging snowballs, laughing and stumbling. The winter forest towered in front of us, reaching for the low clouds. We were on the edge of the shadows. Shadow, Bony, and Almost.
What?
We were at the edge of its Shadow, Bony, and Almost. All right. I want to change that to my Discord status. It sounds like something I'd put as my Discord status. The fox hid behind a huge pine, clearly
what a
trying.
Dundas would put.
Huh?
Sounds what a Dundas would put.
Oh, I never knew my real ladder. Anyways, the fox hid behind a huge pine, clearly trying to get close to me and shove some snow down my collar. It was a good plan, but Zolka, who was running circles around her, gave her away. I broke off a dried branch and decided to act even trickier. I put my hat on it and peeked it on the other side of the pine. I'll make her think that it was my head. I bit my lip to stop myself from laughing, then jumped off. I jumped out from the other side and performed a point-blank throw. This probably cracked my plan right away, but was still letting me win 3-1. I was wounded in my leg, and she got shot in the chest and stomach, losing imaginary blood in front of my eyes, pleading for mercy while also choking from laughter. Haha, please, mercy. Haha, I'm dying.
Да все,
Ага.
живи!
Okay. I'll let you live.
Спасибо,
Thank you. Oh, Valorant Knight. Alright. She pretended to bow to me, then grabbed 2 handfuls of snow, and like a dying warrior, threw them my way in a last-ditch effort. I dodged her attack easily, laughing uncontrollably, and being mad at the same time, I finished her with 2 piercing shots.
Живи, живи.
He'll let me live. Huh?
Научил бы меня жить.
Learn me how to do it, if you're so smart. What the hell?
Молчи, ты умерла уже!
Shut up. You're already dead.
Тоже мне помеха.
Ha! When did you stop?
Давай
When did this
сыграем
stop
в
me?
кое-что
Let's play
поинтереснее.
something more interesting. She dashed behind a tree, blowing snow in my direction. 1,
Два.
2, time to play
Прилети,
with me.
сова.
Oh dear God.
4, 5.
3, 4, 5, the owl
поиграть.
will arrive. I hesitate, moving towards the windfall.
6, да,
6,
6.
on end,
Ты
the wolf's
получишь
gray
шерсть.
fur will stand. Oh, there's a curse happening. I'm about to get fucking... This is when bad shit starts happening. I was a real tail glide across the bushes. I was towards the intertwined branches that helped Alyssa hide. To hide as if something was pulling me there. I bet this is how the first kid got fucking disappeared.
Murdered.
I had to move them, tearing them off like spiderwebs. Branches sprung back in my face, but it felt like they were caressing my cheeks and not hitting me. I was sweating, but still, I had a lot of stamina left. I'll make sure to catch you, little fox. Alyssa's voice was wandering among the windfall. 7, 8.
Among us?
Stomp my
Бьём
hooves
копытом
in
озимь.
weight. You don't have hooves. You're a fox.
Я
That's
тебя
alright.
недооценила.
Seemed like I underestimated you.
Думала, ты просто
I thought you were
мальчик.
just a boy. Confident that she was behind a dry pine, I rushed to intercept her. But the local acoustics tricked me. Her voice was already echoing from the other side.
Ты зайчик.
And you're a bunny.
Шустренький,
Oh no.
хорошенький.
Is the forest turning kids into animals? Is that what's happening? Is that the horror story? So nimble,
Oh,
so
no.
cute. Ha ha ha. A snowball flew at me from the shadows, whistling near
Я
my
тебе
ear.
дам,
I'll
зайчик.
show you a bunny.
Дай мне зайчика,
Yeah,
дай.
do that. Show me. A bright fox coat flashed near a rotten stump. I rushed there, jumping over the ravine.
Зайчик, выходи
Bunny, show me, be brave. Give the beast fresh meat they crave.
What?
This is getting weird.
Exactly. You're gonna get eaten.
I'm gonna get eaten. This furry collar that
You should've-
flashed from every tree was the most important thing in the world for me. What? My lips started trembling as if I was a cowboy that was chasing his prey. Alright. That's not the metaphor I would
We're
use.
cowboys, though.
Didn't know cowboys went on the hunt. I would say a hunter chasing his prey. That would make more sense, but that's just me. One jump and the fox was in my embrace. So smooth and desirable. What the fuck? Fine, you win. She leaned against the scratchy branch and started puffing.
Пожалуйста, давай
Please,
немного отдохнем.
let's have a break.
Ты слишком быстрый.
You're too fast, too strong,
Слишком сильный.
tasty. All right. That's why I
Alright.
put my foot. I'm getting concerned. I put my hands on my side, waiting for the spoils of war from the defeated girl. But what I got instead was a sly snowball in my smug face. Cunning Fox ran away, roaring with laughter, but I wasn't even mad about it. I need to catch up to Alyssa, to tackle her and subdue her. Tear off her mask and see everything. Oh, the excited face is back. Poor little bunny jumps around in the wet pine forest, afraid of getting eaten by a big gray wolf. Thinking of hot summer, keeping his ears low. Sneaking glance at the hidden sky. Sky really did disappear under the trees. I moved under moved using the barking of Zolka as a guide, since she was closely following her owner, and I was getting closer. On the same trail I would imagine back at school, blinked under my feet. It turned out that running like there was no tomorrow was so easy. Faster, higher, faster. Higher. I felt like there was a well of untapped potential inside me. I drew from it. My muscles were buzzing, my lungs felt bigger, as if much stronger overall. Even my
You're
vision
turning to a
became...
bunny.
I'm turning to a bunny. Even my vision became sharper. I saw every icy branch, every dent in the bark. Something colorful was lying near the bushes. A piece of clothing. Another colorful spot to the right. Alyssa was losing her clothes on the run, like shedding her skin. I also used my teeth to take off my mittens, excited by all this. I'll get naked and feel all the wind to the last what the fuck am I reading? Faster! Reached out to take off my hat, threw it away that stopped me from running wild in the endless forest. The backpack slowed me down, so I...
You're going to die from hypothermia.
This is weird. Oh yeah. Suddenly, the clear picture appeared in my mind.
I'm going to die.
My sister standing near the window, basking in the dusking sun. Her small, childish palms are pressing to the glass, leaving marks as they warm it up. She could warm up the whole world like that. She looking at the taiga and saying my name.
Тоша!
Tosha. I stopped, took a deep breath, and realized how rash and stupid I was, trying to undress in the middle of the forest by chasing a fox. I returned to get my backpack as if it was a part of my being I dropped. I remember how my sister didn't like to be left at home alone. How she asked me to come home faster. What kind of brother am I? Running in the forest that I used to be scared scare my sister with. I'm having fun while she's not even allowed over the doorstep, sitting in a cage, Oya, and watching the same cartoons over and over.
Тоша!
Tosha.
That's bad.
Да, Оленька.
Yes, Oya.
Тоша, а куда?
Tosha, where are you?
Куда так скачешь?
Where are
чмошка?
you hopping to, fucker? What the fuck? Whoa! Oh, this motherfucker. I hope he gets torn to shred by the fox. That would be hilarious. From the darkness behind a pine, just like cavemen from their cave, appeared smirking Simeon. with a bunch of his cronies.
Ну,
Yo,
здорово,
he's wearing North Fake. That's amazing. They made the North Face jacket, but they called it North Fake. That's Yo, Antashka. Antashka.
Не
Thought
вышло
you could slip
сдрыснуть,
away,
да?
huh?
Очкарик, вот
Check
и
out
царик,
Four-Eyed
на.
Freak, eh? You're missing your two front teeth, kid. You have no room to talk. You probably whistle when you breathe.
Not gonna lie, if this kid was a bit more, I don't know, less of a coward, he would make some great insults.
Oh, if I could make insults in this game, these kids would be destroyed. They surrounded me like carnivorous pride, making me step back. The smell of sweat and tobacco attacking my nostrils. The inside of my mouth felt salty, as if I'd licked a battery. I don't think that's... Do batteries make your... I don't know. I gotta find a battery.
Алиса,
Lick a
Alyssa.
battery?
Anyway, my
Yeah,
companion
go lick a
turned-
battery, retard.
Yeah. Into a struggled cough.
This
Titans were
battery
swaying back
tasty.
and forth, the solemn guardians. I was frantically looking everywhere. I dreamt of finding that fox among the trees, expecting her to come to my rescue. But only the wind replied to my pleas.
где Алиса?
Where's Alyssa?
Что вы с ней сделали?
What did you do to her? I shuddered after hearing my own voice. It sounded unnatural, rough and scary.
Какая еще
Who
Алиса?
the fuck said Alyssa? I'm still trying to figure that out myself.
Чё,
Did you
кукуха
hit your head?
поехала? Не ссы, ща вмиг вылечу.
Whatever.
Yep,
we'll
the
fix
child's
you
a
right up.
schizo.
The fatso spit through the gap in his teeth and pushed me so
The gap
hard
is
that... I'll put a gap in your teeth, motherfucker! Drip. Yeah, you're right. It is drip. And I hit my back against...
Ну
the tree.
как,
So,
полегчало?
feeling better now. It can't be. Did it also really lure me into this trap to these bastards? No. I can't believe this.
Глядите-ка, пацаны.
Looky here,
здесь он не
guys.
такой
He's
борзый,
not
как в
so
школе.
brave here compared to school.
Ага,
A total
вы
wimp.
терпиловна.
Hey, you need more teeth in order to have a say in this conversation?
Ты, сука, приезжая.
Oh, that's a
Не
that's a
на
nice
того
ring.
руку поднял.
You fucked with the wrong guy, transfer student. Simeon was moving towards me, readying his fist. In the moment, the other delinquents in track pants made a loud whistle, and Hulking Boy lowered his hand. It was unexpected, seeming like Bavarin wasn't the leader of this gang. In reality, they were all listening to the boy who was looking like a small carnivore with very strong and sharp teeth. Probably decided to have some fun at my expense first.
Слышь, Гондон Батькович.
Oh, that's not a nice word. Alright. Hey, faggot junior.
Это что ли твоя Алиса?
Is this Alyssa? Is this your Alyssa? Only then I noticed that Zolka beside my leg, trembling from the cold snow plastering all over its fur. The delinquent squatted in front of the dog and beckoned it with his hand.
Ой ты, батюшки. Алиса,
Alyssa,
ко
here
мне,
come,
сучка
you flea-ridden
блохастая.
bitch. Damn! These kids are... And they have the grossest laugh. The other let out a nasty laugh. The dog's ears perked up and started carefully moving closer.
Иди сюда.
Yes, come here.
Иди,
I've
иди,
got
дам
something
Fight
for
him,
you.
кое-чего.
dog. Drink him.
This kid needs to perish.
Oh, he kicked the
dog-
fucking dog!
He kicked the dog! He didn't even
Get
have
him!
the chance to sniff him when this animal abuser caught it by the ear and kicked it under the tail so hard it flew
Alright,
into
now the
the
fox
rest
girl's
of the
pissed.
tail. Oh, I hope she shows up and just rips all of them to shreds. The whole gang bursted out laughing, and my heart got encrusted in ice. Even the birds that were perched up in the tree branches let out frightened caws. On the edge of my vision, I saw something flash in the illusionary twilight of the sleeping forest, or were were that just bushes moving in the icy branches in the wind?
Ромка, она ж больше срать не
Rumka,
сможет.
it won't be able to shit after that.
Давай теперь
Let me
я.
kick the fucking thing one more time.
Второй
Oh my
раз
god.
ебану
Two
минус на минус на плюс.
negatives will make a positive. But the stray was nowhere to be seen.
Чего ты,
What? Are you
баран?
an idiot? Roma?
Втолкуй его на
Go
очкарик,
and show
где
the
его
four-eyed
место.
his
Только
place.
так, чтобы он
In a
понял.
way, he'll understand.
Ага. За
Yeah,
ним
yeah.
конфетно.
He fucking owes you. God damn, these kids are brutal.
Этот очкарик тебе при
This
всем
wimp
классе
whacked
всё.
you in front of the whole class.
Да без Б.
Sure thing. They didn't brought the sizable signet ring with some geometric shape carved into the carved into it up to my
Into the ring?
Ща,
his ring.
парашник, я тебе этой печаткой
In a
так
moment,
зарешу.
I'll hit
Клеймо на
hit
всю
you.
жизнь
I don't want to say
останется.
the word because I'm pretty sure it's against TOS. But yeah, I'll hit you, blank face, so hard that it leave a mark for the rest of your life. Where did all of my inner strength and bravery go?
Стой!
Stop! A wimpy whisper left my lips. My head tilted forward, hitting Simeon's fist. Red sparks flew from my eyes.
Бяша! Подсоби!
Biasha, give me
He's going to
give me a
more.
hand. Simeon gave me a rough push towards the bastard with the slanting eyes, and he tripped me. I think this is the boy we're talking about. The slanting eyes. Oh my god! I felt a sharp crust of the ice and the faster step of my hand, preventing me from getting up. Painful grunt escaped my throat.
Слыхали, как заныл?
Did you hear him whimper?
А ты случаем не пидор?
Actually, why is this word so much here or something? I started to lose breath from anger and resentment. The pain was growing. My ears was hot and pulsating. Pain was shooting through it, like it was cutting off, and a ball of needles was sewn in its place.
Че молчишь,
Watch
Антошка?
out, you're going to more.
I'm going to morgue. Why so silent and Toshka?
Отвечай, ты педик?
Come on, tell us. Are you a that word again? Should I just change it with pussy? Is that what I should change it with? I think that's okay. I don't know.
I guess.
A crybaby, coward. Coward's probably better. We'll go with coward. I have no idea. At that moment, I felt pure,
think you should shut
unbridled
up.
rage. You probably should shut up. That's right. Unbridled rage and amalgamation of my anger. Wow, like Strout's ink. It rose up from the depths of my mind, filling all my thoughts.
Твари!
Morons!
Знаете,
Did you
что
know
мой
that
отец
my dad?
кто-то педик?
I
Works for the CIA.
We busted out laughing. This became the last straw. Fear and anger was grappled inside of me like a
Он
mad
айкидо
dog.
занимался. Поняли?
He knows Aikido. Get it?
Он еще воевал.
And he's a vet.
Таких, как вы, с
He'll
закрытыми
kill
глазами
the
убивает.
likes of you with his eyes
Я только
closed.
слово скажу.
One
Он...
word from me and Hill, then lifted his arm, stopping my point line, and made a couple of steps forward. Simeon slowly backed off, giving me an opportunity to stand up. Did he believe me?
Воевал,
fuck.
говоришь.
What did he say? What did he say? He believed me, or was he confused by my face, twisted with rage? A vet, you say?
Мой батя тоже
My
воевал
dad also fought in the war
в Афгане.
in Afghan.
А твой?
And yours?
И мой.
Mine too.
Да, и в каких
Oh,
войсках,
really?
интересно?
And what force did he serve in? I stumbled. Fear chopped at my rage's throat and made it bleed.
Да он фуфло
He's full
гонит,
of shit,
Ромка.
Romka.
Бля, будуна.
Sure as fuck, eh?
Думал, меня так
Did you
просто
think I'm
развести?
so easy to trick?
Я тебя,
I can see
сучонка,
through all your
насквозь
lies, little
вижу.
bitch. God damn. That's a smile on his face. These kids are evil! Holy shit! This didn't bode well for me.
Ты сам
Well,
себе
you asked for
приговор
this.
под...
A teacher saved you at school, but here
Хана
you're
тебе.
fucked.
Во-во.
That's right.
Давай, Антошка. Молись, чтобы твой труп
Pray
по
that they
весне нашли.
find your dead body comes.
Сидел бы ниже
If
травы,
only
был
you
бы
stayed
целочка.
silent, wouldn't have lost a hair.
Жирного стукнула
Hitting
одно
fatso
дело.
is one thing.
Сёма,
Give
ушатай
him a
ты
good
его.
pounding. Shoma? Wait. What is the glossary that I got? Gosh, it's desert region of plains of death. When did that happen? When did that word come up? Did I accidentally double click? No, it just gave it to me randomly. Okay.
Hey, ever heard about
The delinquents closed in on me again, and I ended up in front of Simeon. Blood was pounding in my temple. Branches were swaying back and forth as if whispering something, giving me hope. I gritted my teeth, fighting the thought that I looked silly and took a boxing stance I often saw in movies.
Хера ты, Майк Тайсон.
What are you, fucking Mike Tyson? I'll bite your fucking ear off, motherfucker. This was my first ever fight. I'll remember it for the rest of my life. If I don't kick the bucket, of course.
Was that the bite of 87?
Was that the bite of... At the end of my vision, I noticed the dragon writhe again, as if someone was walking back and forth there. And then Roma's claws grabbing my backpack.
Манатки, Антошка.
Give me your shit.
Махаться мешает.
It'll get in the way. I was about to refuse, unwilling to cooperate with the bastard, but then he fished a butterfly knife out of his pocket with one smooth motion, spun it around as if to show off, and then put the blade in my neck.
Слышь, Фрей, расслабься, а то больно будет.
I let out a cloud of steam instead of words. When I pulled with all of his might, my backpack ended up in his hands, calm and relaxed. An insidious smile on his face. He looked into my
Ты от
backpack.
нас что-то
Are you hiding
скрываешь, да?
something from us?
У
Some
меня в
rat
школе
stole
какая-то
my
крыса
school
смеху
shoes.
подрезала.
And what's
Опачки!
this? Romka gave me a dubious smile. I have bunny fucking scissors?
Так, а что это у нас здесь?
What do we have here? My text and notebooks fell in the snow. He was holding my backpack in one hand and something weird in the other. It looked like a mask. Roma lifted it high as if showing someone in the treetops of the twilight, amongst the trees. An old bunny mask. Long worn out, ears barely visible nose, and whiskers, mangy fur on the sides. Where did it come from? Who put it there? Simeon laughed.
Новый год уже прошел,
The
мудила.
girl, dumbass.
It's way past New Year's. I know who did it. It's the Fox girl put it in.
Или ты реально
Or
поехавший?
are you really a loony?
Это не мое.
It's not mine.
Да как не твое,
How
а?
come it?
В твоем
How come
портфеле
it's not?
лежало.
It was in your backpack. I'm gonna watch
Yeah,
the
he has
scene
a point.
unfolding, an evil smile on
А
his
знаешь
face.
что?
You know what?
Надевай.
Put it on.
Зачем?
Why?
Надевай, говорю.
Because I'm telling you to.
Попрыгай
He's got a knife.
перед
I'll do what
мной.
he says. You hop like a bunny for us.
Давай, давай.
Yeah, come
Или без
on.
штанов домой
Or we'll leave
пойдёте.
you pantless, eh? Oh god. Anything but that, but this. What if someone from our class will pass
Не
by?
надену.
I won't.
Сёма,
I'm
надень-ка
gonna
на него.
put it on him.
Хе.
I rushed to his friend's side and took the worn-out mask from him with a buffoonish bow. Then he passed it to Simeon, who was already rubbing his
And your
hands
buffoons.
in anticipation. I looked at the pine wood again, as if waiting for help, as if the shadow that was writhing around us would take pity on me and take my side. Branches looked like arms, twisting in unusual angles. Blackened bark was their charred skin, and the darkness was smoke they produced. I can't run. I can't get away. They'll catch me. And then,
Только учти, Сёма,
let me warn you, Shoma,
если он скакать не станет,
If
ты
you
сам
won't
за него
hop,
поскачешь.
you'll take his place. Got it?
Этот чмошник и не станет?
This piece of shit won't.
Да погляди на него, он же дурик
Just
конченый.
look at him. He's a total loony.
Этот дурик
This
тебе
loony had
уже
already
раз в
smacked you
жбан
in the
зарядил.
face.
Ромка прав.
Romka's right.
Давай, толстый.
Come on, Fatso, assert your
Восстанавливай
fucking
авторитет.
dominance.
Или сам у нас запрыгаешь,
Or we'll
так
make
что
you hop so
Титяндра
hard your
отцепится.
pig tits will fall off.
Bruh.
I now know why this guy's a bully, because they said he was a transfer. He must indeed be scared of Romka. Simeon swore silently and glared at me.
Вот,
Here,
это чтобы маска
better-
хорошо налезла.
it'll fit better this way. Oh, you disgusting motherfucker. Spit into my mask. He hurled a huge ball of spit into the inside of the glass face and put it close to mine. His spit looked like a squash spider. Romka's face twisted and spasmed like a beast, like he wanted to tell Simeon something, but then he suddenly stopped. Simeon was still close by, with a disgusting smirk on his face and terrible smell coming from his mouth.
Надевай,
Put it
баран,
on, fast,
а ты
or you're
урою.
dead. Mask almost looked even more disgusting now. Yet, despite everything, I felt like it was a chance for salvation. It could become my second skin if only I was to put it on, if only my face was to touch the bumpy surface. I'm sure the fur will glitter, the ears would tremble like they were alive. Is he thinking that if he puts this on, he's going to be like the fox girl? I don't know. I just need to put it on, and Simeon and his friends will be gone forever.
I don't know.
This is a good place to try to save, so I have it for later. I think I have like 8 pages worth of saves. I have 10 pages worth of saves. Tell
You
them to
gotta be
fuck
kidding
off
me.
or put it on. Alright. Flip a dice, or flip a coin for me.
Yeah. You know.
Alright, I'm telling him to fuck off. For some reason,
It's going to shank you.
disappointment with
Do it
made
British
me
style.
Feel brave. Telling him to fuck off. Something was wrong with their crew. Some odd disagreement. I should cut this old wound open. I needed to get into their heads, right into their skulls, their warm brains.
Знаешь что,
You know what, Simeon? My own voice, smooth and determined, was a huge surprise. I stepped forward, calmly proclaimed,
Иди нахуй.
"Fuck off." It felt like the whole world was paused for a second, and then unpaused right away. Simeon's pupils widened, the mask fell from his meaty hands. He took a while to process my words, looking stunned as if he was trying to solve a difficult math problem. But the answer he got made him mad, judging by the bulging veins in his forehead.
О,
The others just observed the scene silently, waiting for the inevitable payback.
ты,
You!
ты труп!
You're dead! His voice tore off the ice crust from a nearby branch. It rained down with a melodic laugh. And then I heard a whisper from the treetop, from the hole in the ground, from animal layers, as if Alyssa was in one of the snow piles, like a prompter in a booth trying to get through to me. With no sign of fear, rather with a tinge of playful rage. That's how this low hum sounded to me. I stared into the clearing between the trees. An orange spot flashed there. A fox, an absolutely regular fox, standing out of the brush. I blinked while
Regular
I
man.
blinked in bewilderment. The animal fell on its tummy and stared back at me with its burning eyes. Its furry tail sweeping the snow left and right, raising the white powder.
На меня смотри, падла!
Look at me, bitch. I was looking past him at the fox that was smiling at me. She grinned with all of her teeth while digging a hole in the pile of snow, moving her paws as if dancing. Her sharp face was covered in snow. Her whiskers were trembling. The fox put her face to the ground, shining plasters of her eyes filled with liquid silver. I returned my gaze to Simeon's twisted face. He was growling something Fox's back pedaled and disappeared into the darkness. And the forest breathed at me, whispering, "Tell the pig to shut up." Nature's on my side. I slapped my own cheek to chase away the unfamiliar voice. The message still lingered in my subconscious. The hint was my chance. I stared intensely at Simeon's nose. He was always oinking from anger. I directed my words at him.
Заткнись, свинья.
Shut up, pig. Simeon looked paralyzed. Oh shit! As if the median Alan Chamak hypnotized him, stripping him of his will. Who is this man? Did he die too? The Soviet Russian
Bruh.
TV personality that represented himself as a healer and a medium, claimed to accomplish his healing powers during the investigation into fake mages. He had, there's not a space there, but he had invented the idea of changing all sorts of items from the viewers through the TV screen, jars of water, photos, and cosmetics. Died from,
did he die or
from an
not?
unknown cause.
Unknown cause, you say?
Yeah, just everyone's dead. I felt the aftertaste of Alyssa's gum in my mouth. Why berries? Felt like I pulled a card from some greasy deck and turned out to be a trump. My brain was at its limit. Polina's words about Simeon getting worse since he moved here flashed in front of my eyes like subtitles in a movie. All the pieces fell in place. My Joker went flying into his pimply face. I was speaking slow on purpose, dragging out every syllable.
Есть у меня
I
подозрение.
suspect
Ты не просто
that
так
you had a
перевелся в
reason
новую
to
школу.
transfer to another school.
Сбежал, да?
You fled,
Как
right?
крыса сбежал.
Fled like a rat.
Потому что
Because
сверстники бывают
kids can be
жестокими
cruel
с теми, кто не
with
такой,
the
как
Kids are
Those who are
cruel,
different.
Jack.
Yeah, kids are cruel, Jack.
с теми,
Who's
кто толще
fatter
их,
or
например,
weaker than them?
слабее. И ты решил издеваться
So you
над другими.
decided to bully
Как
others,
издевались над
just
тобой.
like they bullied you. I saw Simeon's Adam's apple, which, like it was like it was a pump action rifle getting reloaded.
Ты
fuck?
отыгрываешься за
You're
старые обиды.
trying to get payback for the old wounds.
Хочешь казаться
You
тем,
want to
кем не
pretend that
являешься.
you're different now.
Но знаешь,
But you know
ничего
what?
не меняется
Nothing
по щелчку
changes
пальца.
at the snap of a finger.
Знаешь, кем ты был?
Should I tell you who you were? The forest held its breath, listening in fascination.
Знаешь, кто ты
Should I
есть?
tell you who you still are? Guys?
Пацаны,
Ещё как-
Then I was about to come to his friend's aid, but Romka stopped him, whipping out his controlled look. Boyasha turned around and put his hands in his pocket.
Продолжай,
Go on,
Тоха.
Toha. Toha now. I'm Toha. My name changes every 5
Every
minutes.
single. Exactly.
Romka's words ricocheted from the rough trunks.
Знаешь, кем ты
Did I
будешь
tell you
всегда?
who you will always be? Simeon looked around helplessly.
Второе имя.
Your second
настоящее
name,
имя,
the true
которое
name
дали
of your
тебе одноклассники.
classmates that your classmates gave you.
откуда?
Why do you? Romka looked
Green.
at Simeon like he was their prey now. I even thought I saw them lick their parched lips. The wind was also full of anticipation, dragging my scattered textbooks across the road.
Свинья!
A pig. The thunderous screams echoed through the forest. Trees and ravens enjoyed it. The echoes repeated it over and over, doubling, even tripling it. Ramoke grinned with all his teeth. Simeon's hands fell to his side. He was on the brink of crying. I used this to my advantage.
And ran.
What? I threw the strongest punch I could muster. I just knocked that kid down. It was much stronger than the one in school. I ran my fist into his scared face and it produced a cracking sound. His pimply cheeks danced like jelly under my fist. Timmy let out a sigh and plumped into the icy road. He was touching the place I hit him, so obviously oblivious of what had happened and how did it come to this. After looking at him for a while, I realized I was smiling. Fatso returned his senses and threw himself at me, his face twisted in anger. But I dodged his charge quite easily with great practice after playing with Alyssa. He landed in dog shit! He fell in the snow, landing right in a pile of dog feces. This made him squeal in
Ай,
agony.
красава, Тоха!
Attaboy,
Думал,
Toha.
ты сосунок,
I
а
thought
он
you
как
were a
жердяй
wimp,
удел.
but you're giving the fatso a good whooping. Damn, Russian wordplay goes hard. Yeah, it does. Simeon started sobbing after he realized the direness of his situation. Fuck.
Сука!
What will I say to Grandma? She'll kill me if she sees this.
Чего ты там скулишь?
What are you whining
Тебя
about?
с параши не
Get your
слышно.
head out of your ass. In a futile attempt to clean his coat caused a fit of giddiness. I hate this kid. This kid's disgusting. Actually, I hate all these kids. This one's okay. The other two, I can't stand. These two, he's a dick. But, you know, I feel like there's something hidden below this dude that might be redeeming. Lucky fucker, huh? Hey.
А ну вставай, скачи,
Hey,
как зайчик.
get up and hop like a
Только
bunny.
желательно подальше, а то от
Just stay
тебя
away
уже
from us.
дерьмом несет.
You stink of shit.
Фу!
Ew. Boink. Fuck you guys.
Идите вы все нахер!
His eyes, red from tears, stopped on me. I didn't even have the time to erase the smile from my face. Simeon lunged at me like a hawk and clawed my face with his twisted fingers, and with twisted fingers with gnawed fingernails. I threw a kick towards a layer of fat under his coat. At the same moment, the world went fuzzy, the black trees and the faces of my classmates all blurred.
А чё на это скажешь,
How do you
сука?
like that, bitch? He threw up a hand holding my glasses victoriously. His triumph was short-lived. Two blurry silhouettes rushed forward. They're taking my side now? What the... His former friends. I heard the familiar sound of someone being slapped around. This is against the rules, asswipe.
А ну гони,
Give
лезай
back the
назад!
oculars now.
Дерись по понятиям, на!
Fight like a fucking man, eh? Judging from Simeon's
Так.
sigh and grunt, he didn't agree with his friend's terms. What the fuck?
Ой,
Ow!
бля.
Ouch! Ow! Friendly fire will not be tolerated. He's not friendly. He's not a friendly anymore.
На лоха позорного
Betraying
меня
me for this
променяли.
piece of shit.
Ой,
Ow! Ow! Ow!
Да пошли вы
Fuck
в
you. Are you
жопу,
even
тоже
friends
мне.
anymore? Oink. Oh, this is terrible. A huge figure trembled in the snow, barely managing to break out from the rain of punches, and ran for the hills, dissolving into the twilight.
Завтра в школе тебя
We'll get you
выцепим,
at school tomorrow,
хрюндель!
Porky. Oh, fuck. Joe, bro.
Точно, точно!
That's right.
За базар ответишь,
You'll answer
на!
for this, eh?
Горло тебе
I'll cut your
перережу,
throat, you hear
слышишь?
me? Wow, Russians are intense. Then started throwing pieces of ice at the fleet before switching their... But then switching to hurls and mockery. Porky! Snow rustled. The two boys, clearly out of breath, approached me. I was finally able to make out their faces
Мои
clearly.
очки.
My glasses.
Блять.
Cursed under his breath.
Гандон этот
Fucker got
стащил.
him.
Зато мы ему
At least we
всыпали
whipped his ass real good, eh? Oh, I guess we're friends now? Question
Завтра
mark?
вот с таким
He'll come to
футом
school with
припрётся,
a
отвечаю.
shiner this big. I hate his laugh. Oh god, he's got such a... Oh, it's such a gross laugh. Oh. I should let out a throaty laugh. Hyenas and Lion King would envy a laugh like that. My man knows, yes.
Ну и дела.
Oh boy.
Тоха,
Can
ты
you
без
see
очков
without
хоть что-то
your
видишь?
glasses, Toha?
Немного.
A little bit. A hand holding a red triangle protruded from the mist, or offered me a cigarette.
Угощайся.
My treat. I squinted, trying to cut out the brand, even though I didn't know anything about cigarettes. I haven't tried smoking yet. I didn't really want to start. I wondered if they'll keep hanging out with me if I won't adopt their habits. For a moment of hesitation, I shook my head.
Спортсмен, что ли?
Into sports, huh? Ha.
А ты в глаза долбишь?
Are you blind or something?
Не видел, как он Семёна
Did you
четко
see how he
вмазал?
thrashed him?
Да базар
Real
одной,
deal,
Mortal
Mortal
Kombat,
fucking combat. My man. You got the traps.
Тоха, у нас
Traps.
Рокки Бальбоа.
That's awesome. Yo, here's a Rocky Balboa.
Тогда уж Иван Драго.
More like an Ivan Drago. Hell yeah. Rabbit
Курим
got
одну на двоих,
hands.
гони Жигу.
Hey, quick and powerful punches. That's what it's all about, man. We'll split this one. Give me a light. Pulled out a cigarette, and he, with his lips, and scrambled to find his lighter in his pocket.
Тоха,
So,
что
Taha,
я сказать хотел?
back to what I was saying.
Не
Don't be
держи
mad,
зла,
bro.
брат. Мы тебя на вшивость
We were just
проверяем.
testing you.
А то
I mean,
очки
your
эти
glasses and the
ещё
this mask lit a giant. Whatever that is, and I smacked his lips, taking a long puff of his cigarette.
Меня, кстати, Ромка зовут.
I'm Romka, by the way. He squeezed my hand so hard that my fingers hurt. His palm, very dry, torn blisters implied that he wasn't wearing a tracksuit for nothing.
Это вот Бяша.
And this is Biasha.
Ты не очкуй.
Don't worry, they'll
Со
have to
свиньей
talk.
мы лично
We'll have to
пообщаемся.
talk, Porky. He let out a cloud of smoke into my face, which instantly made me cough. Yeah.
Пойду пока сумку соберу.
I'll go gather my stuff. It's getting dark. I bowed to pick up my things now empty backpack and looked for the contents, hoping that my new buddies will disappear. Will disappear while I'm turned around. But they stood there, passing the cigarette back and forth. The two small silhouettes, a small light wandering between them, with pine trunks as backdrops. They were waiting for me to finish picking up my textbooks while whispering something to each other. Romka was one talking the most of the time, though. Boshka was just constantly sniffing with his runny nose and muffling in agreement. At the moment, I saw that old, battered bunny mask in the for papier-mâché amongst the snow-covered notebooks. Its empty eye sockets could be filled with anything, with any eyes. But this mask looked like it wanted to be mine. Where did it come from? Why was it in my backpack? I would pick it up with the utmost care, as if it could bite off my finger at any moment. It was just a carnival mask with frozen spit inside. Still, something felt wrong about it. Something was writhing inside of me, underneath a layer of odd newspaper. I could hear thousands of tiny bodies rustling in trembling fur. Something was trying to chew its way out. Maggots!
Готов, Тоха?
Are you ready? Are you ready, Toha? The maggots are gone. I'm fucking crazy. Roman's voice pulled me out of my nightmarish delusion, and I threw the mask away in horror. Somewhere I won't be able to see it anymore. My innards were twisted from disgust, and I stood up, trying not to show it. Whether those maggots were real or just one of my delusions, I didn't care. All of this was too much for a single day. I wanted to get home as soon as possible.
Ладно, пацаны,
Right, guys, I
мне
need to
пора уже.
go.
До свидания.
See ya. I held my hand towards the two silhouettes to say goodbye. A couple of dark, thin lines trembled in front of me. They stood without moving, as if studying me.
С кедрами закорешиться решил.
Hey, decided to buddy up with
Мы
Siders.
здесь вообще.
We're over here. God damn, being blind sucks. I realized that everyone's voice was coming from behind me and turned around in embarrassment.
Деревья
Trees
хреновые,
makes
кенты.
for shit buddies. Looking back. Trees make for shit
Ты не
buddies.
ссы.
Relax, we'll
Мы
escort you
тебя до
home.
дома
You're
доведем,
as
а
blind
ты
as a
как
newborn
слепой.
kitten.
Так
Without us,
здесь
you'll end up
живьем и
dead
сгниешь.
around here. Cigarette butt. Hit a stump of a with a flurry of sparks and started sizzling in the snow near my feet. The boys let out a strained laugh, and I took and took me by the arms. As we were leaving the clearing, I turned around in hopes of seeing Alyssa, or at least some orange dot. What if? But all I saw was a rumbling tractor that was creeping out in the corner. Does he have a lock on his... No, that's the zipper thing. It's a little trinket on the zipper. Okay. We were going alongside the still fire road in silence. The silence felt opposing, coupled with my lack of vision, so I spoke.
А почему тебя Бяша
Why did they call you Biasha?
А?
The Buryat kid just smirked in reply.
Потому что я
Because I'm a
волк
wolf
ловить из
in
корня.
sheep's clothing, eh? Oh god. I've heard that line.
Брешешь.
Bullshit.
Пургу гнать, это он
Fucking around
умеет.
is what he does
А
best.
звать его так, потому что
He's
блеет как
got
овца.
his nickname because he bleats like a sheep.
Все после того, как из черного
It
гаража
started
живым
after he
выбрался.
returned alive from the black garage. His face contorted at those words. I could see it even through the veil of blindness. He swayed and started mumbling something
Видишь?
unintelligible. See?
С ним так всегда. Как
Happens
об
every
этой
time
херне
someone brings it up.
заговоришь.
Ты сейчас о
What are
чем?
you talking about?
Ты серьезно про эту
You really not
страшилку
hear
не
about the
знаешь?
that horror story?
На черной улице.
Pitch black
В
road.
черный
pitch black alleyway.
стоит черный
There's a pitch
причерный
black
гад. И
garage.
он знает о тебе
It knows
все.
everything about you.
Где ты живешь,
Where you live,
что
what you
любишь,
like,
с кем
who your
дружишь.
friend, who are your friends.
Наверняка слышал
I'm
о
sure you've
пропавших
heard about
детях.
the missing kids.
Это тут не первый год происходит.
This has been going on for a while here.
Все местные
The little
знают, кто
folks
здесь замешан.
know who's behind all of
Даже
that.
взрослые.
Even the adults.
Вообще, везет тебе.
You got
Ты
lucky
вон в
that you
лесу,
live
считай,
right on the edge
живешь.
of the forest.
Он к тебе так просто
Things
не
won't come
сунется.
there without a good reason.
Тупо сечет, что среди
It knows that
деревьев
it-
будет выделяться.
It'll look too foreign among the
А у
trees.
нас эта хрень может
Well, in
где
our
угодно
area, the
поджидать.
piece of crap
Иногда в
can
конце
hide
переулка
anywhere,
или
but
возле
it will end
дома.
up in an alleyway near your house.
А еще
Also,
идешь такой себе
you'll
ночью,
be just going somewhere at
Раз.
night and bam,
он стоит.
you'll see some
Где
place
совсем
that
недавно пусто
was
было.
just empty, or empty just a while ago.
Dверь открыта,
The door open, pitch
внутри
black
мрак.
inside.
И тут как?
Then, pull his cape over his head and started howling in a high, trembling note, trying to silence
Ладно,
Romika.
ладно,
Fine, forget
поехали.
it. I was trying to process Romika's story, but I couldn't figure out what to think of it. During the short time I've been in the snow-laden village, I realized one thing. A lot of people here had some sort of experience with something they couldn't explain. This is a weird place. I looked at Boshka, who's pitter-pattering to my
А вот
side.
скажи,
Tell me,
нахрена вы-то
Hitoa,
сюда
why the
переехали?
hell did you move here? I heaved a deep breath while looking at my feet. Somewhere down below, the tips of my boots scooped up fog. I spoke words that I recited
У
countless
отца
times.
тут новая работа.
Dad has a new job here,
И мама в
and
поселке
Mom
раньше
used
жила.
to live here,
Давно еще при
back
Союзе.
in the Soviet days. There's
Здесь
nothing
же
to do
нечего
here
делать,
but
только
rot
гнить.
away.
Ну или как
Or, well,
Яша, по лесам
Like
шастать.
Borsha here, wander around the forest. Borsha feared showed in his face under his hood, like a snail crawling out of its shell, and listened
Он у
in.
нас турист.
He's a camper, see?
Летом целую
Spends a
неделю
whole
в
week
палатке
in a
жил.
tent last summer.
Здесь, рядом.
Here, nearby.
Прикинь?
Cool shit, right?
Хотя
I mean,
от мамки его
Uh,
звезданутый
with
я
a
бы сам в
crazy old
лес
woman
сбежал.
like his, I'd also flee to the forest. Kept going on, but it felt like it was the forest that was sliding by. Pines were the black keys, and the space between them were the white ones. Thickets were playing its old creaky melody, the melody of roots, bear caves, and forgotten taiga. Skeeties? Skeets. I'm just gonna say skeets. Snowflakes flew around, creating a disturbing illusion that someone was wandering in the forest. Someone tall, unnoticeable, ready to camouflage as a tree or a snow pile. And then when nobody paid attention anymore, they'd just continue moving along the road. But it was just a thick, It was just the trick of the light. There was no one there. At least I wanted to think that. Roman suddenly stopped and said,
Слышите?
"You hear that?
В лесу кто-то бродит
Someone's
походу.
snooping around the forest." The skin under my clothes started itching. My stomach started aching. Looked away from Roman.
Высоченный, причем с нашей
Really
скоростью
tall,
идет.
marching our speed. No tall silhouette behind the massive pines. Just the shadows creeping in the semi-dark. Slow shadows. Fast shadows. Hungry shadows. The snow had fallen. The snow falls silent from the branches, making me shiver and bite my lip. As if something huge lifted up the tree and flew away. Maybe even towards us. I picked up a pine cone from the ground and threw it into the thicket.
Эй!
Hey! The shout ricocheted as if to hit a tightly sprung drum. The echo mocked Ronka. Then the silence reigned again.
Кто-нибудь видел?
Did you see that? I can't see anything. You were asking the wrong questions. I shook my head. The only thing I could see were the vertical strokes of trees in the darkness, the snow, and the hazy silhouettes of my companions. I remember the rough, textured trunks, the spongy lichens, and the snowy bits on the bottom of the ravines.
Пойдемте скорее, а то
Let's move
вечереет.
faster. The sun is setting. I was again grabbed by the elbows and dragged along towards the forest, towards a pine spine of the branches. The sun was finally sunk behind the green peaks. The darkness writhed, spreading its shoulders and started spreading like smoke. It started snowing, thick, sticky flakes, white flies following the scent of dead meat. My vision had become a small island, awash by dark waters. I was grasped by the same worried feeling I had in the morning. Feeling that somewhere far away at the edge of my comprehension, I could hear a very calm and silent flute playing. The sound was fragile, like ice in March, above the dormant waters of a bottomless lake. I scraped inside my ears with my fingers to get rid of the auditory hallucination. The forest was silent. I imagined a child walking at night under a watchful eye of pines. What the fuck is happening?
А вы знали Вову
Did you
Матюхина?
know Voka Machiakyun,
Мальчика, который пропал
the boy who
недавно.
went missing recently?
А разве мы не его ищем, сладкий?
Weren't we looking for him, sweetie? I shuddered and stopped, staring at the person who was guiding me. At Alyssa, her unchanged fox mask. The girl was gently holding my elbow.
Что ты здесь?
What? Why are you?
А ведь я тебя потерял.
I lost my sight.
Потерял?
You did, because
Потому что
you were
зазевал.
careless. I squinted in suspicion.
И давно ты за нами
How long were
идешь?
you following us?
Что значит давно?
What do you mean, how
Я
long?
всегда
I
была
was
рядом.
always by your side.
Да и за кем?
And
За
who?
вами.
Us. Stunned, I looked around and couldn't find Roma or Vyasha. And then I felt her cold finger on my wrist.
Пойдем же.
Let's go.
Мы собирались искать Вову.
We were going to look for Vova. I'm gonna die. Congratulations! You didn't bully yourself. I think I'm in a new, more terrifying situation. Without a chance of catch my breath, she started dragging me along through the forest. I was enveloped by the smell of tangerines, coffee, and firecrackers. That's new. I felt like I was a small kid again, being led into the unknown. I saw the dark silhouette of trees ahead, the bushes. Hedgehogs were wary, showing us their spikes. Something rectangular appeared in our way. It looked like an old box. I became petrified. I touched the edge of my eyes, pulling back my eyelids to try to correct my vision. Ah! A garage made of metal rose upright from the snowfall. Big, no huge, impossible to move without special equipment. Its walls were painted black, even blacker than the darkness around us. The fox sniffed around, and it seemed like her mask twisted in disgust.
Это здесь.
This is the place. The worried voice of my companion scared me even more than this horrifying metal box.
Здесь?
Here?
Я слышу его
I can smell
запах.
him.
Может,
Maybe
Вова
Vova is playing
играет с
hide and
нами
seek
в
with us, and he
прятки?
decided to
И
hide
внутри.
inside. Felt like I saw smoke form tendrils that split off the garage, searching for something to pry within the wilted leaves. These tentacles slither along the snowy blanket, getting closer to our feet. There was a scary screeching sound coming from the other side of the huge metal gate. Someone or something definitely was waiting for us inside. Is there nowhere I can click? I have to knock. So it appears the dating sim has ended and the horror begins. Yes. I thought that my nervous movements were similar to that of a marionette dangling in the hands of a puppeteer. Oh no. I step towards the garage, holding my breath. I am nervous. And then gave a sheet of metal a small knock with my knuckles. Knock, knock. And then jump back. Was that Oya getting hung up and then ripped to shreds? For a moment it's... What the fuck? That's my little sister.
Oh, okay.
It's not... That's bad, Daniel. No! For a moment it seemed like someone growled in pain inside the metal walls. Oh, she had black... Oh! No, it's not Oya! It was... What's her fucking name? The other chick! Oh, what was the chick's name that I talked to? The one girl. You know the one. I heard a rusty meat.
Oh, I said oh yeah, because it sounded like you said oh yeah.
I thought you said kinky.
No, I said oh yeah.
Oh.
What?
No, I said oh yeah.
Yeah, I know.
I heard
Sounds like,
rusty
oh, yeah.
meat. I heard rusty meat hooks jingling in on thick metal chains, awakening someone huge who crawled to open the gate. Nothing happened. My heart was racing. What are you doing back there? Still nothing. Knock, knock. I hesitated to turn my back to the garage so I could run. I heard a weak, scary voice or sound in my head. I stumbled. What the fuck was that? I rushed into the night. It was swarming with shadows. Ran behind the crooked tree pines. Sure, Alyssa was by my side. When the moment passed, I realized that the girl was nowhere to be found. The forest was mumbling its ancient chants. Squeaking, ticking, rustling, froze. I didn't know how much time had passed before I realized that I was standing in complete darkness, in a circle of trees that were shooting up their trunks high into the sky. Everything around me moved, trembled, my ears were numb from all the rustling. The treetops melted into the darkness of the cosmos. The bushes became empty cells whose occupants were suddenly set free. It felt like a claw fang could fly out of the darkness into my stunted face at any moment. Congratulations, you got the lost ending. I heard a scream somewhere far away. Anton, my dad, that someone was looking for me, just like the boy who was missing. Tears sprang in my eyes, big drops fell from my lashes. Anton! The scream got closer, and for a moment I even believed that I was about to be saved. I'm here. Oh, it's the goat man! One of the trees moved. It wasn't Romka, nor was it Visha. An adult, tall, with long arms. Many shadows like dogs snug around behind his back, for no beasts are larger than Zoka. The forest was dormant. No longer it hid its face behind fake masks. I stood still, like a deer pierced by light when an incoming truck and the beast were all staring at me. God, you're gonna die! In this semi-dark without my glasses, I could see very little, but I could still more than enough for me to freeze in terror. A foul smell of animal piss and wet fur enveloped the clearing, when creepy possessions with the giant of its head moving towards me. My legs gave way. because of fear on my knees. I fell to my knees into the snow. I looked like I was praying to the figure, to the trees, to the darkness. I didn't dare lift my eyes. So when he came close, showering me with his stench, for a moment, I thought that his legs were covered in gray fur. I shut my eyes so tight that the red circle started dancing on the inside of my eyelids. I didn't want to look. I could still hear everything. My breath was akin to sandpaper that was scratching at my... Oh, his breath was akin to sandpaper that was scratching at my ears. His voice was deep, hoarse. No, it wasn't a voice. It was a roar. I fished my hair.
Furry?
It's the thing from Preciosissy Barak.
Yeah.
Dinosaur. Dinosaur. I fished my grandma's chant out of the pool of my memory. Ash to ash, dust to dust, ash. I got a stench and a roar in reply. Words could never protect against claw and fangs. I was helpless. And then I've heard a familiar sweet voice nearby. Come on, do it. Get a taste of him.
Не надо!
No. Alyssa, you fucking bastard. Something hot slid across my tongue like a meaty, sticky rope. Someone's...
Я же
I
говорила,
told you,
хозяин.
master.
Это наш
He's a bunny.
зайчик. Позаботься о
Please
нем.
take care of him. From the narrow embrasure of barely lifted eyelids, covered by my trembling fingers, I watched in horror as the silhouette towered over me. I was taking in the smell of kennels. Yeah, the smell of kennels, compost piles, and moss. In front of me stood a scary horned beast with the presence of a monarch. His posture told me that his electrifying nobleness. His horns supported the clouds, and his pop-out lycomas pierced my ready-to-pop eyes with a thorny stare. His hands were full of gifts. Candy fell to the snow, sparkling with fancy wrappers. Several packs of chocolate bars and Chupa Chip Chumps sticks out of the snow pile with its plastic stick. For you. Holy shit! Got fucking baited. Candy rained at my feet. There's a fucking AK! A doll fell nearby. It started raining toys. Spinning toys. Teddy bears that were torn, with a torn nose. I gotta walk away real quick. My mother ruined the moment. All right, let me get back into it. A teddy bear with a torn up nose, a red-headed Carlson without a propeller, a tiny toy soldier with a flag, fire truck, a crop duster plane. Toys weren't covered in blood, but my imagination was painting them with red spots and crimson leaks all over them. The horn-shadowed beast moved over the treasures that once belonged to the Take. No respect, Slav doesn't. Hairy hands reached into surrounding darkness, took out a mangy bunny mask that was haunting me. I forcefully put it over my face. Bunny. The shadow of the beast around me slowly and graciously stood up on the rear legs. Then a lifted hand, light hit my face, shuddering the monster's figure into two. Put my hand up in protest, and flashlight rays slid down.
Антон! Вот ты где.
There you are.
Ты совсем
Are
сдурел?
you out of your mind?
Это вообще как понимать?
What is all this? So my dad completely stunned in the space of monsters that was just a moment ago. The clearing was enveloped in darkness again. I still barely make the outline of the toys and candy in the snow. And I'm sure if I was brave enough to get close to the bushes, I'd find the animal prints there.
Язык проглотил.
Cat got your tongue?
Одноклассники
Your
твои к нам
classmates came to
пришли.
us.
Сказали, ты сбежал
They
от
said
них
you
в
ran
лес,
away
в
from
самую
them,
чащу,
deep into
и...
the forest, and
Что это за дрянь ты
what the hell are
напел?
you wearing? I put the mask down from my sweaty face and threw it into the heap of toys. Branches cracked in the distance nearby. I pressed myself into my father's chest, engulfed by fear, and he started looking around, alerted, spelling a tone of voice that was much more nervous.
Так, пойдем
Alright,
отсюда
let's
скорее.
get it. Let's get out of here.
Мать узнает, такой
Mother
нагоняй нам
learns
устроит, мало
of
не
this.
покажется.
She'll be so mad at us that we'll never forget this day. I reached out to my father, feeling the chill embrace, grabbed his firm hand, stood up, wobbling along behind my father, following his barely discernible footprints. Back to civilization, back to the light, back to the road where my dad's parked his car.
Чтобы дома ни слова, ясно?
And not a word about this at
Ни
home, got
единого
it? I
намека,
don't
где я тебя
even
нашел.
hint at where I found you.
Да, пап.
Alright, Dad. Where's Daddy gave you a gift? We're not calling him that. He was holding my hand as the most precious thing in the world and kept telling me how afraid he was of losing me or Oya. But it wasn't sticky like the animal tongue fear. I think it's supposed to be felt. His fear was a noble crystal clear diamond, and I was just nodding in reply and kept moving my feet. Then I heard a familiar voice coming from behind me. Remember,
Пока ты
as
со
long
мной,
as you're with me,
никто
nobody
тебя
will lay a
здесь не
finger on you.
тронет.
Car sped towards our house. There's the shed again. Oh no! What was the backlog? Pressed my cheeks against the window and saw the short building amongst the trees, the shack darker than the night. The garage that had hidden inside the thickets, a crypt made of metal. I almost felt it was following us. A moment passed and the building disappeared around the corner. I ain't the sharpest tool in the shed. Yeah. I gulped down my Dolor. This is a long chapter. Yo, Goatman.
I can't wait till
fucking-
Dead Hard gets changed.
Yes. The Goatman.
Too
just-
many people running
I
Dead
just
Hard.
got tongue from the Goatman. I don't like that.
Alrighty then.
And the white snowflakes just kept dancing in the starry night. Okay, back to the dating sim. Oh, I'm back home. At last. Blind as a bat. Look what the cat dragged in. Mom was going down the stairs, piercing my dad with her trademark glare. Her face showed something between wrath and condescension. Condemnation. Shebang. Engaged to me and stayed for a dangerous long
Так,
time.
я не поняла.
Hey, what's this?
Антон,
Where are your glasses,
а где
Anton?
очки?
Did you lose them?
Да в школе поди
Then I
забыл,
probably just forgot
простофиля.
them at school. A venomous pause
Весь в
followed.
тебя.
He's your son, alright. Damn. Got him. I glared at my mom and mischievously winked at me, reminding me of our deal.
Ну ничего, есть же
Well, we
запасные.
have spare
Проживем
glasses,
как-нибудь.
so we'll manage somehow. My parents stood in silence for a long bit, and then both of them went to mind their own business. Oya threw herself into my arms before I could even take off my coat.
А я лису
I
видела!
saw a fox! A surprise akin to a shotgun blast. I could only flap my lips in reply. My glass shattered into many pieces with a loud thunk. Let it fall from her hand. Let it fall from her hand. Her face was pale and her eyes glued to the ground. There was a pause and the split felt like an eternity. Unspoken disappointment. First it's an owl, now it's a fox. Will you ever get tired of this?
Правда, правда.
But it's true.
Такая
She's
пушистая.
so fluffy.
Она у забора стояла на
She
задних
stood on her back
совсем как
legs
человек.
near the hedge, just like a person. She's
Она меня
Alyssa.
позвала,
She's
а тут
Alyssa.
мама вышла, и
Fox
лиса
called my
убежала.
name, but then mom came and it fled. Oh fuck. There was no fox. Stop making things
Не
up.
подходи к ней.
Don't go near her. If it was necessary, I was ready to shake my sister as if she was a doll made of
Ты
cloth.
чего,
What's
Тоша?
wrong, Tasha?
Не подходи,
Don't
слышишь?
go. You hear me? Mom entered the hallway and gave me a surprised look. I hesitated.
Ну, лиса ведь
Well, a
укусить
fox
может.
will bite you. I remember fairy tales where foxes used to kidnap children. I imagine my Alyssa, liberated, carnivorous, running through the night forest with a dangling sack in her hand.
Это ж была не настоящая
It
лиса.
wasn't a real fox.
Расскажи ему, Оль.
Tell him, will ya?
Она на двух ногах
Stood
ходила,
on 2
а
legs and she
еще
wore
была
a
в платье одета.
dress.
Только она была в
And she was
заправду.
real!
Видишь?
See? Mom showed us a tired smile as if it was the only explanation needed. I was forced myself to smile. My smile was like a thin piece of soap right before it dissolved completely in your palm. But when I was left alone with my sister, I
Еще
whispered,
раз увидишь её.
if you see her again, run. Thoughts of the forest beast bombarded me like rain of candy, like a rain of candy and toys. There was a hairy silhouette standing in front of me, towering over the treetops. Who was he? What happened in the forest? What happened to me? I shut my eyes and threw the vitamin in my mouth, washing it down with water. Please, stop driving me mad, please. I barely managed to force myself to do my homework, but those math problems just refused to be solved. Numbers in my notebook trembled around and mixed in a whirling dance, sometimes running over the lines. My head became
Are
heavy.
you serious? Sorry.
My head became heavy from the pandemonium and I almost dropped it into a chain of numbers. My eyelids felt like there were tiny weights tied to them, the type used in grocery stores. At the right moment, I surrounded and closed my notebook, the memory of my day starting to flash before my eyes. I was in the middle of the stuffy school corridor. I could see the literature classroom from here, the faces of dead classical writers on their portraits, the prim and regal pose of our classmate teacher, Lillian I'm not even going to try to fucking pronounce her name, I butchered it so many times. And around the corner was the daughter of Katya, a snitch and a gossip, eagerly waiting for me.
Эй,
Hey,
новенький.
transfer kid, transfer kid.
Чего тебе, Кать?
What do you want, Katya? She got her tiptoes and started swaying while hiding her hands behind her back, and then started saying, with a fake smile,
Скажи,
can I ask you
пожалуйста,
something? Why did you
чего
get
это тебя к нам
transferred
привели?
here? I might have told the truth about this to Paulina. Paulina's the one who's going to die. That was the one I saw in the vision, I think. Or it was who the fox girl used to be. But Katya would sell it on the market for 3 kopiekas? I don't know. Whatever. That's probably currency, Russian currency. It would be the same as printing all my thoughts and hanging them near Vova's picture for everyone to see. So I reverted to an answer I knew by
Это
heart.
все из-за моих
It's all
родителей.
because of my parents.
У папы тут новая работа.
Dad was-
А мама...
Dad
мама...
got a new job here, and my mom, Katya didn't even listen to me. She just rushed towards the peak up my perked up ears of her friends, whispering something while stealing a glance at me and giggling.
Да,
Yeah,
конечно,
right.
он нас тут
He
совсем за
takes us all
дурачков
for
держит.
fools.
Я
This
вот
this
слыхала,
bitch.
что это все из-за его отца.
Maybe she's the one who died. I don't know. I've heard it all because of his
Он
father.
недавно кому-то
He crossed the
крутому
road
дорогу
of some big
перешел,
shot, and
и
now
теперь они
their
всей
family
своей
is hiding in
семейкой
a
в
remote
нашем
little village.
захолустье скрываются.
Неправда! Ты
That's not
все
true.
врешь!
You're lying.
А слышали?
Oh, and
Слышали,
did you
как он
hear
Бабурина просто
how
так стукнул?
How he burned out of the blue?
Это каким надо быть
What kind of
уродом,
freak must
чтобы в
you
первый же
be
день
to start
так над
bullying your
одноклассником
classmates from day
измываться?
one?
Прекрати! Ты
Stop.
же знаешь, он
You
первый
knew he
начал!
started it.
И будто этого мало.
I hope she dies too. And if that wasn't enough, there's rumors of you hanging out with.
Что он
Okay.
спутался с... Ой, девочки,
Be
сумки
careful with your bags,
проверяйте.
girls.
Того и гляди, в
I wouldn't
гардеробе
be
вещи
surprised if
начнут
things start
пропадать.
disappearing from our wardrobes.
Будем знать. Это
Well, you
Петров
know,
с дружками
Picture of and his
постарался.
friends.
Да-да-да.
Yes, yes, yes.
Замолчи!
Да.
Заткнись!
Вон
Look,
как
and let him
раскричался-то.
scream
Будто
as if
ужаленный.
in a bit of
А
him.
зрачки-то,
His
зрачки
pupils.
какие
Look how
широкие.
wide they are.
Опять
I
чего
hope
доброго
you
с
won't
катушек
Go
слетит и
insane
руки
and resort to
распускать
violence
начнет.
again.
Не зря же его
I
мать
mean, there must be a
давлет
reason
табличкой.
his mom always feeds him those pills, right? How does everyone know about the thing? I was in confusion trying to vein to understand on how she found out about my medication. And what scared me even worse was the possibility of her nonsense had truth mixed in.
Да-да,
Yes, that's right.
он такой же
as
ненормальный,
insane
как
as
и
his
его
little
с-
sister.
представляете?
Can you
Как и
imagine?
сумасшедшие
This isn't
дочки.
real. This
Каждую
isn't
ночь
this isn't my
прилетает
imagination.
сова ростом
So
с
this is
человека.
human-sized owl visiting her every night.
Только что-то ее никто из
But not a
здоровых
single healthy
людей
person
не
has seen
видел.
it.
А этот наивный простак ей
And this
верит.
simpleton believes her.
Нет,
Can you imagine that? Then I caught a single kind look.
это правда, Антон.
Is that true, Anton?
Неужели
Are
действительно?
you really?
Тебе
Are
не
you unwell?
становится?
This is a
Полина,
nightmare.
послушай
Полина.
меня!
Please listen to me.
Как же, как
Yeah,
же?
right.
Не
This
слушай
chick
этого
reminds
болтуна,
me of
Полиночка.
the older sister in Little Rugrats. And I hate her. Don't listen to this liar. I'm not
Ты
gonna
еще
go
не
for that.
знаешь.
You don't even know
Он тебя на другую
that he cheated
променял.
on you with
из
someone
нашей
not
школы.
from our school.
На А?
With
Ли-
Alyssa. I slouched as if someone kicked her in the stomach, and this is a nightmare. There's no way this is happening. Tears fell. No, no. Why her, Anton? Why? I couldn't understand her reaction, but I still rushed to Polina's side before getting shoved violently by Katya.
Убери
Get your
от
paws
неё
off
свои
her, you
лапы,
monster.
чудовище!
Rage built up under the vein of my fear. It slowly rose from the bloody mist. I felt my upper lip creep up, showing
То,
my
что
teeth.
твой отец бьет
The
мать,
fact that your
еще
father
не
beat your,
дает тебе права
beat your mother
поднимать
doesn't
руку на
give you the right to do
девушку.
the same to girls. My fist became a hammer. I couldn't punch them. Nobody can speak about my family like that. I came to my senses when I already lunged angrily at Tia. Aha. He went nuts, nuts. Help, help. She was completely insane. Ah, yeah, those are fun looking kids. At the moment, the crowd around me became louder, started whistling and roaring and growling. The subtle silhouettes of my classmates became larger and wider. They shot upwards, towards the ceiling, turning into giant black forests, chunked full of poopy faces. I shrank into a tiny ball of fur and started shaking in fear before the mighty Uber-ridden trunks that belonged to either trees or humans. It was impossible to
Вот
tell.
ты и показал свое
you're never-
животное нутро.
So you finally shown your animal nature.
Трус!
Coward. His face was twisted in jubilation and ecstasy. Anton. Why her? No. What makes her better than me? This is a nightmare. There's a scream choking her face and her tears.
Он!
He is just an animal,
Животное! Чужак!
an outsider. The scary flapping of wings came from the forest. A pair of giant white eyes descended somewhere from above and I dug myself into them. Anton,
Пожалуйста!
please, wake up. I jumped up, almost falling out of bed. Apparently, I was thrashing around for hours on the sweat-soaked sheets. Oya screamed, pulled me up, set me free from the tendrils. Please, wake up, wake up. Took my eyes while focused on the silhouette near the window. Oya's voice was distant, my head still ringing. Sounds got distorted on my as if my ears were stuffed with cotton. My sister, as distressed as ever, just kept repeating the same phrase. The owl, please. I'm scared. Her tears poured on my heart like boiling water, but I almost was thankful for the owl's appearance. Otherwise, the scare Oya wouldn't have
Оля,
woken me
я
up.
сейчас.
Wait a second,
Хочешь, я
Oya.
тебе Мурзилку почитаю?
You want me to read Murzika? So weird. Ah, Nailstrade magazine. Alright.
Подожди.
Give me... I placed a bare heels on the cold floor, felt around for my glasses. Resign his underhanded act inside. Anton. Please, please. Look. She couldn't tear... Wait, she couldn't tear her eyes off the window as if it was staring at comments. Then the light switch in my room, the lamp pouring light. Alright, I got up. My vision fooled me, moving to the window closer only to push it further for a moment. My sister was just a blurry spot. I took a hesitate step forward. Oh yeah.
Что там?
What's there?
Что-то
What
случилось?
happened?
Ты хочешь, чтобы я открыл
Do
шторы?
you want me to open the curtain? No, please. The owl's there. Voice coming from behind. I turned it from terror. Teary-eyed Oya stood in the doorway. Who? Who are you talking to right now? I stared at her with my eyes. Oh shit. My hands wrapped around her shoulders. Her voice was nervous and as if she was afraid to hear my answer. I was talking to you, someone who was pretending to be you. The ledge outside the window creaked ominously as if something huge was sitting on top of it. And the thing pretended to be Oya started spreading, changing shape, growing in the light of the carnivorous moon. Please. Come closer. Come here. The voice didn't belong to my sister anymore. The thing that was hiding behind the curtain got tired of pretending, making me look like a fool. I pinched myself so hard that I could, hoping the silhouette near the window was just a continuation of my nightmare, a hallucination brought upon by the cursed house. And those don't bite, do they? The silhouette was towering before me under the veil of mist. I heard Oya's shrill scream when someone had knocked on the window. It came from us. Knock again. I stepped back in the middle of the room, as if the existence nook where I could hide from this horror. Knock, knock. The sound was sharp, metallic. The lamp started shimmering, then suddenly the light in the whole blank went out. The light instantly lighted as a whole and went out like a candle under the strong wind. The filament inside it snapped with a ringing sound. Oh no.
Hello there.
The darkness. I was waiting for the exact moment, pouring from all of the angles and enveloped me. There was only the window left, the whole universe, moonlight pouring through it, painting everything the color of bones that were exhumed from the crypt. Oya started squealing and pressing herself to my back, seeking protection. And then an eye, burning of a carnivorous fire, stared at us from the window. Knock, 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 knock. No, it wasn't trying to break the window. It was toying with us. It just kept knocking, driving us mad. Knock, 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 knock. As if a giant clock was measuring the time left for us. The pendulum swinging above the abyss. She was screaming in desperation, her hands clutching my arm like a pair of pinchers. Anton. Anton. Come closer. I could barely make out the pair of wings that spread out over the dark spot. Tell her, Anton. Tell it that I won't be a bad girl anymore. Never, ever. I just wanted to leave. Please. The moonlight suddenly disappeared, and the room descended into darkness. We couldn't even see the burning eye anymore. I swallowed a stingy lump that was stuck in my throat. I stepped towards the curtain. Entranced by the call of the disfigured guest. Oya, standing behind me, muttered, I'll be good, I'll be good, I'll be good. And the bleak window was creeping closer, curtain rustling. I reached out to move it aside so I could look my fear in the eye. The moment I heard a noise come from my parents' bedroom. Without thinking, I pulled the curtains with one swing. Nothing. Though there was something shining on the ledge amongst the scattered feathers. My glasses. The ones that Simeon took from me. How did they get here? Was that a gift from the guttural night? Did the owl really bring them here? I looked over the front yard. Foreboding clearing and toothy forest. Not a soul, not a trance. The late night guest. Only a lamppost, dreaming like a lone watchman amongst the snowy desert. The dry window frame creaked. It tore away the insulating tape and a strip of glued newspaper. Window insulation. Oh, before plastic windows in Russia, they insulated using cotton and pieces of newspaper and stuff. Okay, yeah, good thought. I opened the window with trouble. Frost pinned me with its little needles. The painting on my wall moved from the draft. I touched my glasses. Surely they would melt in my hand, but they were real. My brain was scrambling for an explanation. And his gang had just pulled a prank on me? That was it? That's it. A smooth white blanket of glittering under the street lamp just outside the yard. If anyone had gotten close to the house to climb the pipe to the ledge of the window, they would have surely left prints, but there were none. I cautiously took my glasses. My wrist still intact. Nobody pulled me into the darkness, full of restless.
Вы почему не спите?
Why aren't you in bed? I swayed from surprise and almost fell out of the window.
Совсем сдурели?
Are you out of your mind?
Жарко, что ли?
Did it feel hot in here?
Не болели давно?
Forced animals got my back. Yo, Smokey the Bear and his friends got me, bro. Do you want to catch a cold? Yeah, I was here. Tasha chased it away.
А ну-ка марш спать
Go
к
to your
себе
room
в комнату.
immediately and get your
А с
bed.
тобой?
And you, on pause, directing her seething eyes at me. Untouchment equivalent to my crime. In the end, she was just waving her hand, took my hands by the shoulder and left.
Завтра поговорим.
We'll talk tomorrow. I imagine getting the frame back. And a couple of hits. Pressing the latch. Cold left the room, but the fear was still present. I can see again. I placed my glasses on my nose and stared studyingly at my reflection in the mirror. It didn't look like a face, more of a death mask. I don't know. I'm working on it. Just the one the boy had noticed on the board. That night, I was on the edge of joining him there. A black and white face staring at the student's head. It wasn't Vova. His face was right beside it. I recognized the fat Simeon died! Oh! Simeon. Alright, you know what? It's getting too long. We're gonna end it here. I think that's a great place to end it. Simeon's dead. Yeah, I'm gonna overwrite that file. So this is gonna be my main file. I think Simeon's dead. Mom. Alright.
It's crazy.
Well, on that note, I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm loving this game. This game is fantastic, but I need to go to bed. Because I have work in the morning. So.
It's crazy.
Shut the fuck up, Daniel. I hope you guys enjoyed. And if you wanna keep up with this, or keep up with this, give me that follow. Or join the Discord so you get the notification when we go live on this again. And if you want to catch the previous episodes of this, I am posting them on YouTube. Yep, I'm gonna do a cliffhanger. I'm gonna be that guy because I'm tired. I need to go to bed. But I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope to see you in the next one. Peace.